stream.
So yeah, we'll be testing something or what?
Well, so I've just gone live, but because just to get sort of things in. So this is a bit of a different stream today as I'm starting this up. I know there isn't really anyone here yet, but again, this is primarily for members of the dev team that I'm doing this, for certain members of the dev team, but I've decided to open it up to all of you to spread the knowledge because
Hmm?
it's just sitting around in my head. So,
Okay.
everyone's listening. So, anyone who's interested, as I put out the alert last night, this morning at 1, whatever, I've technicalities. So anyone who's wanting to sort of take part and follow along and learn the process, make their own thing. Um, on our Discord, if you could hop into one of the voice channels, I can then transport you into our special assistance channel so that if you have any questions or issues, you can ask directly. So I'll be keep watching. If any of you want to hop into just the multiplayer voice chats, A team, B team, one of those, I can transport you over to here. So yeah, as we do that and get ready, questions or I didn't want to do that. You can see on my screen, in the right-hand corner, there's a bit of a workflow of what's going to be going on, um, and among other things. So, yeah, we're getting started. How is everyone today? The new updates come out. Fruitsy, who's here with me in the chat, um, is that your work is very impressive with the update. Good job. I think you're silent at the moment, but
Yeah.
Fruitsy
Thanks.
Fruitsy made the dwarves. I I really like the higher tier units. I know that's sort of supposed to be. They're the most detailed, fancy looking, but I really like how you've done them. And now everyone gets to play with them. So that's amazing. Awesome.
Yeah, I hope so that everyone will have a good time with them.
Yes. And so after I heard that I sound like Bill Gates said, after the stream where someone was saying that for the first time, I went and I listened, and I was just like, I don't know, and I was just looking at a video of how he was speaking. I guess who knows?
Larry Arthur, hey, how are you? Yeah. Hello,
Hmm.
Larry. Welcome on the stream.
Um, so now looking here, um, no one's showing up. Uh, another dev team. Oh, here he is. Hello, Wild. Uh,
Hello, it.
hello.
Yo.
So I've got my workflow thing up here. So hopefully, as I said, as people are coming in, anyone who's wanting to do this, I posted something last night on our Discord um, about there's some certain things you have to download. There's still probably time to do it, maybe if you haven't already. Um, but this right here. So if you already have for Total War Tilla, which you need to have installed, of course, and you also need to have the Total War Tilla assembly kit installed, which can be installed by just going to your tools in your Steam library and installing it. Once you've done that, what you need to do, and hopefully you've already done this. If you haven't, you'll be a bit behind because it's a bit of a big download. You're going to want to right-click on that like you would just like on Total War Tilla. Properties, DLC. You're going to want to go down to DLC. There's going to be something else we're going to want to do here in this general tab later. But for right now, you want to come down here to DLC and install this, the Total War Attila Assembly Kit Terrain Pack. Again, hopefully you've already done it if you're hoping to follow along live, because I believe it's 60 gigabytes of download.
Are you streaming right now?
Yes, I'm live. Yes, we're live.
How do I see that?
Um, good point. I will screen share here. Thank you for reminding
Yeah,
me.
but
So, Leo, to be sure, they hear us, yeah?
Yes. You guys can hear my fellow uh devs, right? I believe you can. Um
I
you
hope
just
so.
fine.
anyway, so this is the first of several things that you're going to need to have installed. So, along with this right here. So, hopefully, so if you've got this installed, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go down into the description of this video. So anyone watching this later, it should still be there. You're going to want to go down into the description of this video, and there is a link to a drive, a file called binaries.rar. This is a version of the binaries for the Total War Attila assembly kit. And if you're trying to follow along using Thrones of Britannia, which is also possible, you don't have to do this step. You don't have to do like these first two steps, I believe, because Thrones of Britannia works slightly better, but Attila is the main entry, so that's the one that I do it on. Also because that's what our mod is on. And
You link me the video so that I can get that because there's no description in this for me.
oh, I should probably put the announcement in announcements. I'm not gonna ping modders again because Jocks was slightly mad at me for doing that. Um,
Yeah, but you forgot about put
yeah,
it in announcements.
I'm now live on our YouTube with the special campaign mapping stream. Share, copy. Hope to see you there. There you go. That should allow you to get to the file wild. So, here we have it. So, there's that file in the description. Um, go in there, you're going to want to download that. Um, and once you've got it downloaded, um, and I'm going a bit slow right here to let anyone who's wanting to join come in. And as I was saying, for anyone, or before, for anyone who just joined, don't have as many viewers, but that's sort of implied with this kind of stream. If you want to join one of the voice channels on our Discord server, anyone that you have access to, I will then move you into the channel with the three of us so that you can ask any questions, hear me in real time, etc., etc. Because this isn't just meant to be a stream, this is meant to be sort of a workshop or tutorial, so that the goal is for people besides just me, to be able to do this in the future. Um, because it's for anyone who wants to mod. Um, but now, uh, make sure you've got this downloaded for Total War Attila assembly kit. Oops. And make sure you've downloaded the binaries from the description. Once you've downloaded it, what you want to do is you want to go to your Total War Attila. So if you go into, most of you have probably installed Rise of Mordor or something, or have experience with modding in the past. Um, so you'll probably know where to find the Total War Attila files. You're going to want to go to the assembly kit. And what you want to do is, so now that you've downloaded your binaries.rar file, so I already have this done, but you will have a binaries file. you already in there, binaries folder. You want to rename that something binaries 2, binaries non-terry, binaries bad, something. Because you need to keep that. You don't want to delete this because this new thing, the new binaries folder, has a working version of the terry tool, but the other tools don't work and aren't up to date. So once you've downloaded binaries.rar and renamed your base binaries file, you can then extract binaries.rar into this file. So then you'll have binaries, your binaries folder, with and then you'll have your binaries second folder, which I'll be calling non-terry binaries folder, because that will be used for everything outside of the terry terrain metadata editor tool. Whereas just the normal binaries file will be used for that. You following, Wild? Following? My is my microphone internet being broken?
No, I hear you. I'm following along best I can.
All right. If you have any questions, just speak up about it, and I will try and answer them. So, once you've done that, and make sure you've done that, you want to come back to here. To your Total War Attila assembly kit in Steam, in your Steam library. Again, you want to right-click on it, and this time, though, you want to go to the General section, and you want to look at Launch Options, and make sure, not Total War Attila, but the Total War Attila Assembly Kit Beta, which you see behind me. Total War Attila, not what we want. Total War Attila Assembly Kit Beta. And now, if you're doing this for Thrones of Britannia, this you should also do, except with the Thrones of Britannia assembly kit, which I don't currently have installed because I moved around my files some. And if you're wondering, is this only for Thrones of Britannia and Attila? This process applies to all of the Total War games. In the Warhammer Plus games, so the newer games, well, the ones with heroes and whatnot, and just those more newer mechanics, there's some more steps which I won't be covering here, but once you know this, you can figure them out fairly easily. But along with Rome 2, those newer games never had the terrain DLC. So there's more work, which I haven't done yet. I've done it in some regards. I plan on putting together some people to do it. That needs to be done. Some decoding of some binary files to make things processable. That we'll get to what that means later. But for now, just know, at the moment, this is for Total War Attila and Total War Thrones of Britannia. But anything you learn here will be applicable to all other titles in the Total War saga that are using the Warscape engine from Rome 2 onwards. Uh, as of this point. Who knows if they introduce a new engine or some new changes coming after Warhammer 3. But I digress. So, what you want to do, properties, general, launch options. Did I do the wrong thing?
If the newest Total War, I mean Total War Troy, is
Yes.
using the same way.
Yes, Total War Troy is using the same way. Total War Troy, I've actually done stuff and I've fully processed everything, but as I said, there are some problems with it at the moment, where things don't exactly work. I can actually show you, but that's still work in progress. But the same exact methods, workflow, and steps that I'm going to show you here were done there. So, coming in here, uh, coming in here, uh, with your general launch options, what you're going to want to put in is dash debug right here. So you're going to want to put in a dash, and then debug. It might not make sense. Doesn't really make sense why it works, but it works. It's a big thing as to how to figure this stuff out. This will make it so that you can fully use the assembly kit Terry. This will make it so that you can properly save and use all of the available features without crashing and losing all your progress, which sucks. So having done this, make sure you have the special binaries file linked in the description, which will remain there. I'll keep it up for Google Drive. You've downloaded that. You've extracted it. You've made sure to keep the standard binaries folder renamed something separate. And then you've come in here and you've done dash debug, and you've also done the special download for this right here. So if you've done this, this is configuring the assembly kit tools. This is everything that you need to do to configure the assembly kit tools. And as I was saying, anyone who is trying to follow along the tutorial, I would really appreciate it. And if you're trying to follow along the tutorial, please hop in one of our voice channels on our Discord, and I will bring you in here so you can ask questions. So I can check up, make sure you're doing everything, because, as I said, this is for Wild and you guys. Speaking of which, Wild, you following along with everything?
I'm doing my best. Alright, I got the binaries
You got
downloaded
binaries?
into my Tilemap folder database with all my references and everything.
All right,
What do I
so
do from there? Because
all right,
like I have
going back. So you've got the binaries RAR downloaded. So what you want to do is you want to go into the assembly kit. Open in a new whatever file manager window. So keep wherever you have binaries.rar open, but also open up the Total War Attila assembly kit, which is around the same place as data, in another window. I think you know where it is. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. So I go to local storage, yes, program, the whole
Yes,
9 yards, Steam
yes.
apps.
Steam
Steam
apps,
apps,
common, Total War Attila assembly kit.
Total War. All right, so that's it. All right. Now I see the binaries file.
Yes, so rename that to something like binaries 2 or binaries non-Terry or binaries
Binaries base.
marshmallow. Binaries base.
Well,
That works. It
yeah,
doesn't matter what the
yeah.
name is, so long as you know this is the one for Terry and this is the one for everything else besides Terry.
Okay.
Okay, mates, I will observe you from out of channel. Yeah,
All
I,
right.
I have to
So yeah,
move.
see you, Fruitsy.
Yeah, see
Um,
you.
so now that you've done that, and I hope everyone else is sort of following along, extract your binaries.rar into this folder, into the
Into the
assembly
one I
kit
renamed.
folder. No, into the
Okay.
assembly kit folder. So because then you'll have two binaries. One is the
Okay,
base
got
one
it.
that you renamed, and one is this new one.
Okay. Hold on. Done.
All right, so you've extracted it. Now
Yeah. No.
you want to go to Steam, back to Steam,
Okay.
and then you want to right-click on the Total War Attila Assembly Kit Beta. You want to go
One
to
sec.
Properties, which is at the bottom of the little options. There's Launch,
Yeah.
Add to Favorites, Add to Manage Properties. And then that should bring
Proper.
you to the General tab. And then it should say
Mhm.
Enable Steam Overlay while in game, use Desktop Game Theater while Steam VR is active, and then it should say
And that's
Launch
where you put the
Options.
debug.
Yes, dash debug. So, dash, and then D-E-B-U-G. But you probably know how to spell D.
Oh, is okay. Dash. I put a slash because I'm stupid. Let me fix that. Dash. Done.
So, so, now that you've done that, and I'm hoping everyone following along, if chat, if anyone is following along and wants to post it, I'm really encouraging this because at the moment, it's really confined to the Rise of Mordor team, and we are working on our Rise of Mordor project. And with this knowledge confined to our team at the moment, no one else is really using it, and which is sad. I want to see whatever Witcher or Game of Thrones mods. The wall would actually be look pretty cool on one of these maps. Like,
And
you
to
could
be
totally
fair,
make
dude,
it.
when it comes to something like this, the best way to kind of do it would be to do a YouTube video because depending
I'm
on
I'm going to I'm
people's
gonna
different
edit it
setups and
down,
everything,
whatever.
they're gonna need timestamps. They're gonna want to pause it. It's hard to follow something like this as you're
Yeah,
doing it.
I can save a stream as a video. I think. I hope.
Well,
Uh,
that would actually be work, and then you can cut this video different ways, and then
yeah. Well,
kind of
that is
format
the
it.
plan. It's just also live for you, and because I was kind of hoping someone would join, so then we could have the workshop environment.
It's a special kind of people that wants to do this, my
Yes.
dude.
Oh no, I know. It's just I saw some questions about it, so I thought, why not? Alright, so now that you've done all of this, your tools should be ready. And I know Wild already has this, but for anyone watching, you're also in the description, or so you'll also need. So this is not part of the assembly kit tools, but this is an external tool you'll need. You need something. I prefer Photoshop, but as Photoshop, you likely got to purchase it unless you already have it or something else. Um, you could also use GIMP. So GIMP or Photoshop,
I use GIMP.
you'll need.
That's my
Wild
I know
uses
GIMP better
GIMP.
than I know
And
Photoshop.
Wild is, by the way, the person who works with me on the tile map and campaign map. He's the one who did all of the painstaking work on the rivers, coastline, and roads. So very commendable. Um, so I have, if you don't know how to find GIMP, don't know what's a good download, I also linked the download to GIMP in the description because that's free and you can use it here. So if you've got
If
Photoshop or
anybody
GIMP
has any
downloaded,
questions about GIMP, I can help you with that.
yes, if
It's
any of you have
pretty
any
pretty.
questions about GIMP, ask him because I use Photoshop, he uses GIMP. Remember, if you got those questions, join a voice chat and we can bring you in here. Anyway, to not sound like a broken record, um, once you've done that, we're ready. If you can see my little flowchart thing in the corner, configuring tools and fixes. We are now done with that, and we can move on to the next step. So I should now tell you what we're sort of going to be doing, what's going to be going on. So we're going to be making um, a little fantastical island. Which is actually the first test that I made for a written tutorial I did a while ago, because it's a good idea to sort of have everything there. I'm going to make a volcanic island, but you can make whatever you want, sort of following along, whether it be like a little wizard's grove. But the main thing is that it's going to have a sort of centerpiece large tile, which will be masked and look special, whether that be a mountain, some sort of valley, grove, special feature, I don't know, a geyser, not geyser, or a lake, something like that, that is a special masked feature. So that's sort of going to be the center, and it will be an island floating roughly off the coast of France, because we'll be using the base, the base to go off of, since of course you all
We're
don't have.
basically going to be adding our own feature to an already
Yes,
existing
we will be adding our own little island to the base Attila or Thrones of Britannia if you're using Thrones of Britannia um map. So now that everything, how do you hack the mainframe? Yeah, we're not hacking any mainframe. It's just no hacking of mainframes. That's if you do, you just need to like watch a scene from The Matrix and just like have your screen be all of that. Or actually, if you want to see whatever, um,
Look, if I could hack mainframes, man, I'd be working for the government. I
if you want
like
to see
Lord of the
that
Rings and
whatever
everything.
Matrix looking whatever that you see in the movies, um, app commands, open, what do I want to open? Just open something. I wanna just sure settings stop bin. This you can see some of my stuff. Here you've got whatever you're hacking the mainframe stuff. If you're whatever looking at the movies. But I dig. So now that we've got everything set up, figured, one new invite. Um. Okay, so now that we've got everything here, um, zoom. All right. So so to get started with that, we're going to make our sort of centerpiece tile that I was talking about for our little island. As I said, I'm going to be making a volcano. You're free to make whatever you want. Or we're actually
Every
you're
time
making a
you
make.
add, just send it to me, and I'll copy you.
What do you
Whatever your
what do you think?
centerpiece tile is, just send it to me on Discord, and I'll use the same thing.
No, you've got to make it from you've got to follow all of the steps so that you know everything that I do so that it doesn't have to be reliant on me. That's the point of this.
Oh
So
no,
that you
I thought you were gonna use a specific image. I just wanted to make sure I used the same
Oh,
image.
no, no, I'm not using a specific image. I'm just making something. Oh, I couldn't hear what you said. I thought you were saying to send you the actual tile, not a
No,
reference.
no,
Yeah,
no. I
my
thought
brain is
you.
my reference. I'm gonna try and
That's
make
what
a
I thought.
tropical island.
Got it.
So we're going to want to open up that renamed base binaries file folder, not our new special binaries folder, but our base one that came pre-installed. And we're going to want to scroll down here to ted.assemblykit.exe. Again, that's ted.assemblykit.exe in the renamed binaries folder that was already there. You're going to want to open up ted.assemblykit.exe. Well, that is opening. I think I'm opening it. If anyone in chat who's following along, I don't know who is, has any questions, now's the time to say them, or to join the voice chat and say them, of course. So, well, this is opening. Am I opening it? I don't think I opened it. It can sometimes be weird, and like when you click on it, it doesn't open. I don't know. These tools are weird. Which actually, so a lot of people say, CA bad. Their bottom line is hurt, so they get rid of modding tools. Not so much. As you can see, there were a lot of fixes and different things we had to apply to this um, assembly kit. And so actually, Attila, so Thrones of Britannia was actually a very comprehensive assembly kit, minus the creative assembly AI stuff, but that's a different story. It was very comprehensive. Um, but as I said, there are some differences with the newer games. Is Thrones of Britannia runs off of the same stuff as Attila, not the same stuff as Warhammer. Um, with the changes, how things are changed around, the tools, which with Attila were rather shoddy, because they just thrown something together, very bare bones, because they didn't really have the time to make a proper tool set. With the more complicated and I guess you could say enclosed, not as accessible just because of how the new stuff worked. This is me saying it as someone who's asked about it in the past, talked with people from about it, and also has gone into the files and figured this stuff out for both newer games such as Troy and Warhammer, and older games such as Total War Attila, Thrones of Britannia, Rome 2. So they didn't want to have another shoddy job, basically, and decided it's also with the fact that no one was really doing it, with Shogun and the others, where it was more usable to not keep producing it. So CA not evil. CA is nice. So Wild, you have your TED open.
It says TED build 12791
Slabs,
slob.
change list. Yeah. So you've got it open. Alright. So
Cool.
you are all, so once you've got this open, you're going to want to go to File,
Yep.
New Tile. And then you're going to, and then you should see this little thing right here. File, New Tile. I don't know how well people on stream can see this, but here you go. And you're going to have two little options, Battle and Campaign. You're going to want to click Campaign. Battle is what it will be default. Campaign. You want to go Campaign. And as this is the centerpiece for our island, I'd say just go 8x8. That is sort of standard for a large thing. If you want to go a bit bigger, actually thinking about it, I'm going to go 10x10. But you can choose whatever you want based on how much room you want to maneuver with. So, I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm not
press.
really sure what I'm maneuvering, so I'm just gonna
Well,
have to do
whatever you want to
general.
be making. As I said, I'm making a volcano, but that's because I also
Well,
have
then I
those
will be
brand
making a
spanking
volcano.
new Mordor textures, which I want to play around with, which no one else has because mine.
Okay, then I guess
I would
I'll wing it.
recommend making some sort of like magical valley or grove. That's what I did with my first one, just because it's something sort of easy and you don't
Look,
really have to.
dude, if I can successfully make a hole in the ground, I'm gonna be somewhat
If you want
impressed
to
with
make like
myself.
some sort of little quarry, that could work. Um, so, um, now that we're here, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this tutorial because to me, I personally believe that people shouldn't just know how to do something, they should sort of understand it. So, we're going to take a sort of break from going through the stuff to going to how does this work? Why does this work? What's going on here? So, tile mapping. I see you're making a new tile, but how are you mapping them? What's going on? So, let me bring this up real quick. I'm actually going to, nah. I was going to bring up our custom one, but I decided no. You can see uh, our photos open, because I don't want to open Photoshop while having this other stuff open. That's a recipe for disaster. Sorry if the screen goes black for a moment. Photos is always weird. I don't know if it's my computer or something, but like Photos feels that it sometimes is very poorly optimized or something. Actually, looking at this, I should open it in Photoshop. I should open it in Photoshop to show you. So,
Yeah, you need like the grid and everything
yeah,
for them to fully
that's
go
what I'm
in.
doing. Yeah. So, what is this tile map? What's going on here? How does this map work? What is this? What is it? Is it like a model? Is it just like a battle map where you just like put in textures and whatnot? What's going on here? How does it work? Well, there are so there's the visual map and there's the AI map. The AI map is what we are making the Kami, which some of you may have seen some pieces of through various previews, tool. Campaign AI Map Editor. C-A-I-M-E. Kami. To do the AI side, the logic side. This, however, is the visual side, which I've developed and been working on for a while now. So to this, to the sort of I'm trying to remember how I summed it up in the past. But to the actual terrain, there's sort of two parts, you could say. The heights are sort of, I guess you could say, a balloon almost. They're the air or whatnot that is moving stuff. So the height maps here, you can see I can't bring them up because that might mess them up because they're weird and finicky because they're TIFF files. So they control the heights of stuff, where the different vertexes and whatnot render in of the tiles. Imagine it almost as like a layer of paint over a completely transparent balloon. So without the layer of paint, you're not going to see anything. But the balloon and its shape is still going to be there. The heights are still going to be there. You're not going to see them or anything. The tile map is almost a layer of paint with some special stuff to it on top of it. Think of that as the relationship between the height map and the tile map. So, coming into here, this is the tile map. It is a map of tiles. What are tiles? These are tiles. Or more so, these are tiles. So let's look here. Probably a unique mountain would be best. So we've got right here Mount Vesuvius. This right here is Mount Vesuvius. Naples goes right here. So I'm going to load up the special Naples tile. So find me here. It is under Mediterranean Mountains tile set. And you don't have to be following along with this part, like going alongside me. This is me summarizing how different things are. So custom Mount Vesuvius, variation AA. So I load up Mount Vesuvius. It'll take a moment since it's a mountain and a masked tile, which means it's a bit wacky. Hopefully it doesn't crash Ted. Ted is probably, honestly, the most
I mean,
finicky
it's
tool.
affected by the seasons.
Hmm?
So it like changes color and stuff.
Yes, you will see that with how things are and how the climate map affects stuff, and they change with the seasons. Things
Alright,
do
so all
change with
those
the
things
seasons.
will have masks on top of them.
Yes. Well, wait, can you repeat that?
Masks are usually used for the
Oh,
changing of
yes.
colors
There
on
are
top
the
of things. So
masks. I actually
okay,
believe, I might be wrong. No. Yes. There's actually different texture sets, whatever, for the different seasons. It's kind of weird. There's like autumn, spring, summer, winter. I don't know if Mount Vesuvius
yeah, I kind
crashed,
of figured
Ted.
they used the mask for that because I didn't think they
Yes.
used a different model for every individual
No,
season.
it
They just
is
did like a random
masks.
mask.
And there's also different things with default climates, which is how a road or a river is the same sort of thing here in in Holland or Frisia as it is here in Iran, Persia, whatever we're saying for the time period. That's how it's the same thing here as it is here, because there's various things with climate masks that will change based on the climate map, which you may have seen before a little bit. Yeah, and I think Mount Vesuvius. Some of these things, as I said, Ted is finicky. Some of the things will crash it, some won't. So I'll probably have to reboot Ted real quick to show you
Totally
this.
crash.
Alright. So, as I was saying, look here. So there are these special, as I was saying, masked tiles. Roads, so there are sort of, I'd probably say, two types of masked tiles. There's masked linked tiles, and there's masked tiles. Large tiles. Masked large tiles are rivers and are not rivers, are lakes and mountains. As you can see, they have shapes here. But at the same time, this is a thing which just takes the color and it sees the value assigned to that color and it puts that sort of paint tile there. So how's that working? Well, these are special mask tiles that's one of the things we're going to do later to make our centerpiece tile. Um, where there's sort of a special cutout shape so that other things can be placed around them and oriented and whatnot for these big boys. You can see some of them here. We've got the Alps, we've got the Mediterranean type mountains, Eastern type mountains, Atlantic type mountains. Those are the four types: Atlantic, Alpine, uh, Mediterranean, Eastern. Yeah, the Atlantic one's spread up to here, but I guess it's just Northern European, um, Alpine, Mediterranean, Southern. Um, but anyway, So you've got those special ones, and then you've got your coasts, your rivers, and your roads. These are special link tiles so that the picture shown by them will link across them. These are all 2 by 2, all of these, how you place the tiles. So you actually are having to go around, if you want to gain a little bit of appreciation for what Bob has done, because this is what Bob has done for our map, you've got to go around with these aren't the right color, and you have to place down these sort of things one by one, and there's various rules to how they link together, which I will show you in TED once I get it back up, but they create one flowing picture for roads, rivers, and coasts, things that are connected rather than their own separate little things. So those are the masked tiles. Then there are the normal tiles. It's things like the grasses, the sands, the muds, etc., the fields, etc., etc., etc. These are sort of just seeing that value, that color there, fitting together an 8 by 8, a 4 by 2, a 1 by 1, a 2 by 2 tile, and fitting them into the certain space and creating the picture there, painting it in with the different masked things. If you chat and Wild, if you're back, um, if you're understanding what I'm saying at all, please let me know. If you have any questions as to what I'm saying, things you don't understand, ask them, please. That's the purpose of this, so that other people truly understand this. Any questions, chat, Wild, anyone want to get in a voice chat, do, and I will join you so you can voice your question better than you probably can in a chat. So I'm going to wait a moment while TED reopens to let anyone who has questions voice them. Because this is sort of one of the more important parts, making sure you understand this sort of quintessential what is the tile map. So as I'm going to show, I just load something like sand. Sand 4x4. Very AA. Actually, wait, it's not the sand that causes crashes. One of these sands cause crashes, and I hope it's not that one. No. So this is a basic sand tile. So, this right here, this sand tile is sand 04. Which of these is sand 04? Sand V1? No, this isn't right.
You should try to, like, after this, you should really go into the color code and how that works, because that's what made me fully understand it. Like, each color in the upper right hand corner right there is
Yes.
representation of an
Each,
individual tile. Okay, they tie to each other, so each little square, can you zoom in on the map for me? Just like zoom in on the coast right
yes.
there, anywhere, it doesn't
So,
matter.
as you can
Like,
see,
each
each
one
of
is
these
made out of
squares.
an individual tile, which is a
Yes.
color, which ties to a specific map.
Yes. So, saying that, so if we look right here, this this is a tutorial on how to tile mapping in general from start to finish, but it's also going into the basics of it because the goal of this is to have everyone understand it, not just sort of me and the few other people who worked on developing the processes for this. So, actually, it would probably, so this, you could say grain of sand or whatever, right here. Nope, not right there. Right here? Not right there. Right here. Right here. So this right here is sand 04, I believe. So it is this. And it has a color assigned to it. Or more so, its tile set, which we'll get into later, because we need to do some things with them later, has a color assigned to it. That color is, if I look here, open, open sesame. No, you don't want to. Oh, my color picker is down here. This color is R198, G190, B140. On the tile map, on this PNG map, if I place down a 2 by 2 2x2 pixels thing of this color, of whatever it was, R193, G190, B something. If I put this down right here, this is actually a 4x4. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, when I process this, it's going to go, okay, what is this color? This color is assigned to this tile set, and this is a 4x4 space. I have a 4x4 tile here. I am going to assign this tile to that space. Then let's say I have another 2x2 right there. It could say, I'm going to assign, alright, so while that one's right there, I'm going to assign a 2x2 to that space. So that one got a 4x4, that one gets a 2x2. Or for whatever reason, if it's feeling funky, or you're in a more complicated, widespread pattern, like up here, 1x1s could be used. You can see right here, a 1x1 or a 1x2 is probably there. And these things are assigned. And so with these mountains right here, even these larger masked tiles, if I make sure not to load up the bad ones, if I load this up, so loading this up, you see here's a mountain. We look here, tile properties. This is a mask. You can see the shape. So let's find that real quick on the tile map. If anyone has eyes, where it is. Modding EU4, so Paradox Games, was actually my first venture into modding. Which of these is it? It's that one? Okay, so I think it's that right.
Repeat what you're looking for exactly.
I'm trying to locate this exact.
I think it's the center one right there.
That I am thinking. So when it sees
Right
this
there,
in these colors, it knows I'm going to assign this. And because of how this is masked, these are all 1x1 tiles represented here. Because this right here is 30 by 29 tiles. A 1x1 tile is 1 pixel. So, spread out here are, I guess, 30 tiles, 29 tiles. So, those masked tiles, the specific ones, what is on them, so not this entire big square, but just what is on those masked tiles, is seen, and when that shape, that masked shape, the pixels of that color are all connected in that shape on the tile map. And it reads it, and it will process in one of these. And the space around it, looking here, what's this? I think that's one of the desert sands. So when it sees this, it's going to put that there, and it's also, when this loads, going to put in some of these around it. Because there is this right here, there's a 2x2 of this, putting it in. With something like rivers or roads, it's similar, except that they're masked and linked. So if I load up a random river, 2x2 v1, is everyone following? Wild, are you following? Chat, are you following?
Yeah, I got it.
So, looking at this right here. This right here is climate-based. So looking at this river right here. Currently, what climate is it in? It's currently in the default. Let's put it in Europe. This is currently in Europe. This is currently based on what it sees if it finds this tile, and then while processing the tile map and the climate map together, which you saw earlier, it's just broad strokes of different climate types: Europe, Africa, Mediterranean, Eastern, etc. Excuse me, etc., etc. And so when it reads this, and when it sees, so when it sees this tile right here, what does this one look like? File, tile properties. So this right here, if you can see this right here, is a tile so that when you have something that is like this, while then this is something which I think you, so when you've got this, when you've got two tiles here connecting at this point and this point, it's going to place one of these. When it has a tile from the river set in, it would be better to show you this way. So the important tiles here for deciding this are that right here and right here are river tiles, are 1x1 rivers. Of course, all rivers are 2x2 or sometimes larger, but that a river tile is there. It might be part of a larger river tile. There's a river tile there. Then it is going to place this river right here. So while this is part of these right here. And, well, of course, currently what we're seeing right here would be if it is in the European region. So say this one right here, this 2x2 right here. That's what we're seeing right now because we're currently in the European climate. But say we put this in the Eastern Desert climate. Oh, and it didn't change. Alright, well maybe that's not the best example. Desert? No, it's Northern Europe. Okay, maybe this one isn't the best example. But in the actual map, it would... Tile properties. Right. Change cameo. Oh, and it's gone. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna ignore this for now. So doing that is it's how it's represented. Is everyone following? Wild, you following? Do you understand? Any questions? Any comments? Concerns? Wonders?
From what I understand, essentially the climate, and there's a different climate map, but depending
Yes.
on what region that the tiles fall into on the tile map, that will also
Yes.
change
It will
a
also
little bit the
affect the types of
presets that they
trees
have
that are
access to.
there. It will also affect the types of trees, how far they progress, how far they snow, if they lose their leaves, etc., etc. So,
That makes sense. So, to put it in a weird way, the climates sort of represent the cultures
yes.
of the topographical map.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so if you put a sand tile in your Arabian area, you'll get a different kind of sand. You'll get dunes and shit as opposed to the
Yes.
one you put in Europe.
Yes. And that's particularly seen on the battle map, actually, where it's actually called the culture map. And there's actually the climate map and the culture map, but I'm not going to be going into that because that's very, very complicated. Oh yeah, I guess this area like hadn't been reclaimed by the Dutch dikes or whatever at this point. So I was like, wait, why is that like that? Anyway, oh, wow. You know, just looking at actually how undetailed Scotland is up here, maybe we could get away with a little bit less work on the uh, Lord of the Rings tile map, right?
No, no, no. That's another thing I realized is that I didn't really go all into the details because I wanted to start
Well,
doing that,
yes.
but
Well,
I
the
want to
thing
be able
is,
to implement the map first
I've
because I
been
need to
kind
see
of
what it actually
waiting. I
looks
was
like.
kind of waiting for roads and rivers because if you look here, there's a fair bit of stuff based off of them, sort of just how it
That's
flows.
why I did them first.
Yeah,
That's why I did them first.
I was kind of waiting for that. Not that you were whatever, but so seeing this right here. Chat. Any response from you all? You understanding? You get it? You don't get it? What is going on? I'm so confused. Uh, anything along those lines? If not, so I'm actually going to quickly show you. So you've seen sort of how this is here. What's going on here? And if I open up this, so open, oh no, it's not that one. My lips are chapped. Manitoba map. So this is the climate map. Boom, boom. Mediterranean climate, Atlantic climate, African climate, desert climate. That's how they reflect here. No. File, open. So you can see here, we have stuff like the various things. We've got the mouth of the river here. We've got all of these different things here, and sort of translated, we have all of the individual mountains and whatnot. And so a while ago, a lot of you were asking, why aren't all of these mountains like stacked up on each other? Because this is how they work. They're individual mountains placed next to each other, tried to sort of fit together like puzzle pieces almost. You can also think of this as puzzle pieces. But so we had to lay out all of these different things, wild mainly, doing different things here and whatnot, all across the map, all across the board map. I spilled water. Uh, but anyway, wiping up that water. Ooh, could not nudge because the layer is locked. Eee. Anyway, so from that, as I said, I digress, or whatever. No, do not save changes. So now everyone has at least some sort of understanding of what your tile is, what's going on, what is happening, why is that looking like that. We can get back to sort of the tutorial. Opening this here, new tile. So everyone who is here for the tutorial, now that you've sort of got the explanation, now if you're willing to follow back along, Wild, I'd say make something like a 12 by 12 tile. And then sort of 12 by 12. Okay.
What about density and height?
Ignore them.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to sort of sum it up as best as I can. Well, Mr. Awesomeness, what don't you understand? And if you want to voice what you don't understand so I can try and explain it a bit better, please hop in one of the voice chats here. You can hop in and I can bring you into the call with the two of us. Because we're actually on the server, but we're in one of the team chats. But I can bring anyone who has any questions into here so that you can voice them and we can work them out, because the goal is for people to understand what's happened. What have I done? Hello? Why does this thing have? Oh, it's probably because I max sized it, right? Hello? What have I done? Okay, well I figure out what sorcery I have
You
committed.
just lost all textures.
Yeah, I don't know why I've just lost all textures. I probably bungled something. Oh, I know what I bungled. I know what I bungled. I think I know what I
Watching
bungled.
Demolition Man?
Hmm?
What is your boggle?
No, I bungled. I bungled something.
I thought
I
you said
messed it up.
boggled.
Nah, I bungled it. I done messed up. I done goofed. I know what I done goofed, but I done goofed. But as I was saying, Mr. Awesomeness, or anyone else, if you have any questions, please. I want to answer your questions. So yes, while I reboot that, and I quickly, this is not advised, don't do what I am doing. I do this because I can. Trained up rock? Why were my textures messed up? Mordor textures dot pack. Move this? Move. Oh, I'm moving it to data. Where did I move it? Hello? Oh no. Now I'm
Yeah, you
scared.
gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, now I'm scared. Boop, boop. Oh, that's why, that's why, that's not why. Any questions anyone has? Uh, Control Z is a good undo option, but don't do it to spam it too fast, because that's a good way to crash stuff. Uh, Kernel advice. I hate that so much with the Man of War Assault Squad editor. It is the bane of my existence that it does that. But as I was saying, anyone who has questions about that last part or what we're doing now, join our voice channel. I insist. Yeah. So assembly kit, terrain. Nope. Total War Tele. So I'm just working out why that didn't work. Whatever I messed up. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Do you get out of this chicken shit outfit? I that seems like a you problem, not a me problem. Okay, let's try this now. So as I was saying, yeah, we're making a map. Currently, if you want to follow along, rewind to the beginning, I'm doing a tutorial so you too can make a map. Ooh. Wow, I can make one too. Yeah, anyone can do it. Yeah. But now if you're following along, just sort of Uh, make something if you want. Just use the different textures. Well, if actually, I don't know if how many people are familiar with TED. Um, but if you are, you can start doodling, doing what you want. You can actually add some height masks, which I'm going to show in a second, along with the tile mask itself. Uh, so you probably actually just want to wait for me to reboot my TED. Um, this loads. Any questions? Since when can we do that? Since this past year or so, 2 years. While I and some other people have been mainly working on it to develop it in the different methodologies, practices, and whatnot. Yes, the tutorial will still be available after the live stream. And if you're having any problems, I will probably actually edit it down into a video if I learn how to edit. I don't know how to edit videos. I'm
You
gonna.
can, if you can figure this out, you can learn how to edit. It's just a
It's
matter of
so
time, really.
difficult.
It's just
I, I,
time.
I, I actually know how to edit, but I don't have any of the, okay, now it seems to be working. Oh, I was in the wrong climate type. Alright, so since I have, no, now I don't. Why? Total War Tilla. Boop, 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 boop. Sure, why not? Nope, doesn't matter. Nope, 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 nope. Actually, it does matter to me. Matters in my heart. I wanted to make a volcanic island. I'm tempted to show how to import custom textures, but if you go and watch my latest live stream, for the first section of it, I was going over it, and I also feel that that's a more complicated and frivolous thing that I would do in like an advanced live stream workshop. This is for the basics.
Dude, if people, if I can just get the base game textures in on an island, I think I
Well,
would be
so yeah,
happy. I
you
don't
can
need to
just do the
worry
base
about
game, but as I
making all the
said,
special ones.
I want to make a fancy volcanic island. I was thinking it up last night when I was going to bed, and now I want to make like a Jurassic Park style little like
You
island
just want
with
practice to
palm
make
trees.
Mount Doom.
I
That's all you want.
that is actually literally this is just practice for making Mount Doom because my current version looks like shit.
I can sense these things.
Yes, my current version of Mount Doom looks rather shit. It looks better once I moved the if anyone was watching Thursday, once I moved it into TED and I started adding like the peaks and stuff to it, but it still looked kind of shitty. My texture job.
I guarantee you, if I tried to make the Tower of Barad-dûr, it would just look like a giant black dildo
You
sticking up from the
know,
sky.
actually, oh my gosh, do I still have it? I'm gonna be right back. Wait one moment.
Oh god, what have I done?
Entertain them while I look for it.
Entertain them. We got 40 people watching right now. Somebody type something in chat. Let me know you guys are paying attention. That's what I thought.
Well, blew out again. Sucks. Well, I found what I was looking for, but I realized I can't show it to you. So, a while ago, I was at a Renaissance fair camp or something, a candle making class. I like candle making. I do candle making sometimes. Um, and we were making sort of little wax like candles, like your standard little candles. And I decided I'm gonna make Barad-dûr. I'm gonna make the Tower of Sauron, right? Right? With like the big rocky areas at the bottom, right?
Okay.
So I spent whatever, like an hour or so with the wax and stuff, sculpting it. I burned my hand like 3 times because this was towards the beginning of when I was learning how to do it. When it comes out, I plop it down on the table. It's done. And I look at it. I've got like the big, long, towering shaft rod of it. I've got the big lumping balls of rock at the bottom, and the big sort of extended head of the as you can see with my euphemisms for a penis, it came out looking very much so like a penis, which was instantly
Nice.
pointed out to me, so I smushed it down. I still have the thing that I smushed it down into, which was just like a little standard candle, because I was very sad. But yeah, so yes, you can. That's story time, and just because you said it
Yeah,
made me
I
think of
see
it.
that.
Yes, I'm showing how to create a map for the game, from start to finish, what to do, how to add stuff. Well, not completely create a new map, but add to the map, which, of course, if you know how to add to it, you know how to make it. You can make your own if you know how to add to it. It's just, this is far simpler and easier, and I could do in one live stream. But yes, that's the story of the wax, penis bar door. Yes, I'm using custom textures because I have custom textures for Mordor, and I need some practice before I make Mount Doom. But I'm not going to show how to
If you
implement them
don't
right
name
now.
the tutorial how to make the giant wax penis of Barad-dûr, I'm gonna be disappointed in you.
I'm not. I I need to like do. You want me to show it? It doesn't look like it anymore.
I'm just messing with you.
Well, it's not how to create a map. Oh, how to create a map for a game? Well, it's how to create a map for the for a Total War game in the Warscape engine. Um, some of the stuff I do use. I don't know if I'll use it here. I might, if anyone's interested. Use such as World Machine can be used for other games, and this technique is actually semi commonly found in stuff like GIS uh, software for various things. Um, but yeah. Okay, here we are. Back to oh god damn it. Oh no, now I. Ooh, I'm in space. Wow. What happens if I go over there? It's like you've got like the tile, then you've got the other tile. Is there like another tile beyond this? Oh no, now my camera's dead. I was gonna do a there's always a bigger fish, you know? Prequel means oh no. Where is it? Hello? Tile? Oh, there we go. There's always a bigger fish. But anyway, so as I've got my tile here, zoom, zoom, zoom and enhance, zoom. All right, everyone have your tile. So, first things first, tile properties. You're gonna want to go to the no, you're not. First things first, you're gonna want to go to tile database management, off from the silly train. So once you're here, you're going to see the various things. These are tile sets, which I was talking about earlier. You're going to want to click on Create New Tile Set. And you're going to want to name it whatever style your island is. I'm going to name it Volcano Island. And so now you're going to want to set the color of this tile set. This is important. Choose a color and write it down somewhere. If you don't, you'll regret it. Choose a color and write it down. Choose a color, write
Hold
it
on.
down.
I'm a little lost right now. I just created the 12 by 12 file that tile that you
All right.
said.
So now that you've created it, go to File, Tile Database Management.
That's what I thought. Okay.
File. I'll say this again for anyone watching the stream. So at the present, NaserTube. At the present, it's making a map that big isn't possible to do at the present. It will be in the future with the campaign AI map tool, but to do it, you'll need to learn this. This is one of the core. This is basically just a core tutorial on how to do the things that need doing. And with this, you can extend it, modify it, stretch it, shrink it, morph it, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers it to whatever you need. I never actually liked Power Rangers. Like, it was always way too crazy. I watched like 2 episodes of it once. So yes, File, Tile Database Management. A new tile set. Volcano Island. I spelled island wrong. How did I spell island wrong? Set color. Write this down. Open up Notepad. I think like all Windows computers come pre-installed with it. And I think like Apple has an alternative. Or if you want to just be more physical or whatever, write it down on a piece of paper. But write it down. So I'm going to choose this color right here. Red 10. G.
Should get a second. I'm still at database management.
Alright, so once you get to tile database management, what you're going to want to do, one moment, you're watching the stream, yeah, because I have it here. B45. So what you're going to want to do
set it to campaign.
Yes, set it to campaign. It automatically went to campaign for me, so I don't know if that is something I've done. So set it to campaign. It might come out as battle. Set it to campaign. New tile set. It should be highlighted, the button.
Got it. New tile set.
And name it whatever you want.
My island.
Volcano Island. I'm doing a Volcano Island. You could be doing a Fairy Island, a Wizard Island, a Yosemite and Grand Canyon Island. I'm American. I don't know. The Isle of Wight. Who knows?
Some kind of custom color
yes.
for whatever this tile
and then
is
set
be,
a custom color,
which I can do,
and write it down. Write it down. I can't stress this enough. Write it down. Because if you forget this, you have to remake it or find it. If you lose this, you have to remake your tile, which is a pain.
So you just need the RGB code.
Yes,
right?
you need to just write down the RGB right here, as I wrote it down. And then, so once you've done that, everyone, once you've done that, once you have created your tile set, right? Is everyone following? You following? Yeah, I think everyone's following.
Hold on. 4.
So have you made your new tile set?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, we will ask for the RGB later. It is essential to have this because you will need to add this into. You're going to need to have this for Photoshop / GIMP. You're going to need to have this for your settings.xml. You're going to have this for all of your different files. It is because this right here, this RGB is what links everything together. It's what makes it so that this shows up there, is seen by this, and etc. etc. etc.
It's how the computer knows what to put where.
Yeah.
It's the only way it knows that. Okay, so I have this new custom tile set with my custom color, and then I just hit accept.
Yes, just hit accept.
Okay,
And once you
done.
have, you can now select it, and you can see I have my different things like Moria, Mordor.
How do you select it? Hold on.
Just click on it, and then new tile should be highlighted. New tile.
Just go back to database management.
Yeah, just stay in
I
tile
close
database
everything.
management.
Okay.
New tile. And so whatever you'd made before, 12 by 12 for me. You want to do 12 by 12. Mount tile. I don't know. That sounds like a volcano name. All right. So you're gonna want to
I'll be
create your
right back.
tile.
Second.
And you want to size it to whatever the tile that you have just created is. I actually think you'll have to redo it because I always mess this step up and do it out of order. But get on wrong. What do you mean? I'm doing this at my own pace. And you've got this, and be nice. This is meant to be a more educational stream. I don't want any of that in my chat. You following Wild, or did you say you had to go somewhere? I wasn't paying attention. You.
I had to go
All
run
right,
away for a second. So I just got the custom tile. I just found it in the tile base
all right.
management.
So you should have Volcano Island, and when you click on Volcano Island, whatever your tile is, Mount Tilemapping, 12 by 12. Accept. Now you're gonna want to go to File, Load Tile, Set. You're gonna want to go down to your new tile set, and you're going to want.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm my mistake. You're gonna want to go File, New Tile. Nope, my mistake. Sorry. Oh yes, yes, yes. Sorry. This step always messes even me up. So now what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to save tile. This 12 by 12 that you have here. So database campaign. So file save. Database campaign, that's grayed out, you can't change that. Set, you want to scroll down to your tile set which you just made. And then it should pop up the name. And if you're adding multiple different variations to your tile set, and in this point you'd select the one you want. But for me, Volcano Island, Mount Tilemapping. And then you want to put in something like AA, BB, AB, AC, CC, BB, DD, something. That's just how, if you want to keep it with the naming with system that Creative Assembly has already used. So I'm just going to put in variation AA. So campaign database, set volcano island, or set put your set
For
here.
some reason, for me, it's not on campaign. It's set as battle,
Can you
and
switch
it's
it to
great. I can't change.
when you created your tile? Did you create a campaign tile?
Yes, I did.
Start a stream.
I have no idea how to do that. I'm sorry.
Screen share. Press screen share. It should be at like your
Hold on.
bottom. This is boring. It's not meant to be that fun. This is meant to be an education thing for other people to share it. This
All right, hold on.
is
Before I save the tile, do I load it or do I hit new tile?
just you save it.
Well, I mean, what do I save? I have nothing here.
Just you save your 12 by 12 campaign new tile. Campaign new tile 12 by 12. You're wanting to save that. Make sure it should say TED build slabs change list 12 11 12 I don't know. Campaign new tile 12 by 12. That shows that you're in the right database.
Nope, that's not working. Okay. No, I'm completely lost. Uh,
All right, so you're at a complete loss. All right, so
right now it's refusing to load the tile that I made. Like I made the new tile
all right,
set.
screen
When
share,
I hit
screen share.
load tile, I don't on what I'm not sure how to do that.
In Discord, it should say voice connected above your low profile pic. Video screen. And anyone else having this issue anywhere?
Hold on.
If anyone else playing is having this issue, as I was saying, voice your problem, and I will.
I, am I streaming this right?
Yes, you are. All right,
Okay.
so
Let me just get to this. Okay.
actually,
So
what you want to do? Shit. How do I forget how you resize this properly? Because there's some fam nodes and you have the problem where your thing's not like resized.
do you see? I have the custom tile. It's 12 by 12.
I can't fully see it. I can only see part of your screen. I can't see your file. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Now I can see everything. Oh, nope, now I can't.
Okay, so apparently you can only see stuff when my Discord thing is in front of me, so I can't do anything if you can see it.
So right now, are you sharing your whole screen or just your application?
I thought I was sharing the whole screen, but it might have just on application. Hold on.
All right. Anyone else having this problem at all? Anyone else having any problems like this? Not being able to set their database to campaign, they're set and do these various things. Voice your problem. I'll try and fix it. It's the point of this to have everyone figure out how to fix the problem, what's going on, etc., etc., etc.
Okay, so now it's my
Yeah,
screen.
now I can see it.
Bam. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yee. I can. Alright, so load tile.
Hold on. Let me see something. No.
No, you want to click off of that. Click off of that. You don't want to be in this database right here. Oh, you stopped your stream.
Yeah, because I thought you said it was wrong.
Oh no. You don't want to be in that database. You don't want to be in that database. You just want to go file, save tile. What you already have. You want to save your tile. You want to go file and then save tile. So file,
Hold
so
on, hold on,
cancel
hold on,
out of
hold on.
there. File,
Okay. So do you see my screen right now?
yes,
No? Yes?
yes. Click on file,
Okay.
save tile.
That's where I'm confused. What am I saving? I have
You're
nothing in front of me.
saving, you're making it so that this tile that you're working on is that tile you made the
What
database
tile am
entry
I
for.
working on? That's why I'm
Well, but
confused. Is that
so
I
you
have
have
no
to sort
tile.
of
I'm working on.
assign something to that database entry. Because currently there's just a database entry for something, it doesn't have a tile linked to it. So you have to link a tile to that database entry, and then you can add to that the tile that is that database entry. So you
Okay,
went to
so I make the tile preset, which for me is Bob's custom tile, and
yes.
then I hit save tile.
So save tile, and it should be grayed out. Yes. So you've got it. Anyone else having say yes? Bob's custom tile version. There we go.
I
You got it.
this is where
Oh, you want
this
to
is
put in
what.
your variation AA. You want to just put in a variation, whatever you want to write there. It could be Bob's custom tile again. 4.0 is out. Yes, you can find it on our ModDB. But anyway, so everyone, you got file, save tile. It should file, save tile, Volcano Island,
Save
Mount Tilemapping,
variation
variation
existing tile Bob.
AA. I'm putting AA because because the base naming system that CA uses is AA, BB, AB. I don't know. That's what they do. So okay, save as a variation of the existing tile, Volcano Island, Mount Tilemapping, and inherit its properties. Yes. And by the way, I said Mount Tilemapping because I tried to see it's tile.
Okay,
See,
I didn't do that.
see, funny puns. Alright, so here we
Okay.
are. We have saved our tile. Chat, you following along? Anyone following along in chat? So now we've saved our tile. It should look different slightly now. I got a lot of Amazon deliveries. We got a lot of Amazon deliveries. There's like ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. So now we want to go to tile properties. We have our tile that we saved as, and so now it should no longer just say campaign new tile 12 by 12. It should say campaign, your tile set, your tile, your variation 12 by 12, right?
Okay, see now I'm good because now it's like now this is the tile I am working on. It
Yes,
was it was saving something that didn't exist that was confusing the
yes,
shit out of me.
because you needed to save this tile as that tile. You need to say this tile that I'm working on, it's that tile. This is the tile, that's the tile. Because if you didn't, because it resets certain things and you could and it does weird. So now tile
Okay,
properties.
tile properties.
All right. So now what you want to do is you want to choose your colors. Whatever color palette you want. Ah, no, my Mordor textures aren't here. Oh well, I don't need them. I'm gonna choose some farmland, some rocks, some grass, and some more grass. And so now for the masking of the tile. Right. So, link. Oh, I don't want to do links. They're weird. Links are weird. I don't want to work on them right now. But you sort of saw how to do
They're just
links
like
before.
making road tiles and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's complicated, and I don't want to do it right now. I'm just going to mask this. So, now we want to mask our tile, what the shape of it is going to be. Whatever it's going to look like. I'm just going to sort of make a little bit of a round volcano here. You could make it perfectly, well, not perfectly round, but you know what I mean. So just whatever shape you want your tile to be, mask it. You click on that little tile. You can actually click and drag, and you invalidate or validate tiles depending on what you want. The mod is not new. The mod has been around for a while.
So the
Okay?
ones that you're coloring in, are they invalidated or validated?
The ones that I am like uncoloring are the ones that I am
Yeah.
invalidating. The ones that are
The ones
colored
that
in.
you're highlighting and then selecting stuff, is that invalidating or validating them?
So if they're dark, they're valid. If they're light,
Okay.
they're invalid. And I could likely set. Oh geez, give me one moment. River. So that is that smack dab in the middle? Oh no, I'm. So I'm actually going to do linkage because as link tile set is river blend size 64. Hopefully, yeah. I've never actually done this set before. River. So if mine works, there's going to be a little bit of a river coming off of it. Who knows if it will work though. So now what you want to do is you want to take a picture of this. You want to take a screenshot of this and put it wherever of your mask because you're going to need to place your tiles in the RGB that you selected before. You don't actually have to do the color here, it doesn't matter. Because you're in Photoshop or GIMP, you're gonna have to place down your tiles in this pattern, whatever your mask is. You don't have to do the links. I'm just doing them because why not? I actually am going to take them out because it adds complications which could go wrong and which I don't want and which aren't the main focus of this. But it's doing something like that, you could make it so that there's like a river running out of your volcano or something. Though I don't think that's typically how volcanoes work, but you know, tropical. I'm going for a tropical paradise kind of vibe. That's how I'm vibing. Okay, so I'm gonna save my picture of this. Oh, is my Z key messed up? Why is my Z key messed? Oh, there we go. Volcano mask. Everyone following along. Wild, you're following along. Chat, are you following along?
Okay, I think I have this. Do I hit OK after I've
Yes, you hit
valid?
OK,
So I can't
okay,
even
and
do
make
that.
sure to take a screenshot of your tile mask.
Hold on.
Okay, so here we are. Now, go ham, everyone. Try and remember your shape and keep it in the boundaries that you set, but go ham. Do whatever you want to make your tile. Um, you can do these colors and whatnot, but you can also add a height mask, which is what I'm going to be doing. You can also add a height mask. But so you can use your blend map. You just do the blend map and the height map. Your height map is going to make sort of a mask that makes it specially appear on the tile map. This, yes, that works. So just make sure to avoid those little quadrants and remember that. And that's the shape that your tile is going to be in, if whatever it is, whatever you're going to be making. That's the shape
Yeah.
that it's going to be in.
Okay, so now that that's done, what's the next step?
The next step is have fun. Make your tile how you want to be. You can use your blend. Oh, also, I should have said while you were there, you could also select the different types of textures you want, from farm, rock, sand, grass, raw, mud, whatever it might be.
That Well, I'm a little confused about that. Isn't that decided by the color code? Why? Well, how does that selection
That
make
that
you
just
anything?
selects what kind of textures you have available. That just
Okay.
selects that just selects what textures you have available. You get to choose 4 different sets. I guess it's just a limitation. I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, so
So once you've done that, you can sort of just design your map. And as I said, you can also add in a height mask, which is what I'm going to do for my volcano. I'm going to load a brush that I made. I'm going to just use my Mount Doom brush because it works well and I like it. So yeah, just take some time to make what you want. I'm going to be making a volcano. This will be
Well,
one of
I'm
my...
not entirely sure how to make anything right now, so I'm just gonna see what the hell you're doing.
Well, just make really whatever you want to.
Well, that's what I mean. What do you mean make? How do I make anything? How do I
Well, you've got... Oh,
do
go to
anything?
paint. Go to... Oh, sorry. I skipped ahead of myself. So you have three tabs. Select, create, and paint. You want to go to paint.
Okay.
You've got height map and blend map. Blend map is your textures. Height map is your height mask. No?
No, I see blend map filters. Hit
Ignore
paint,
that. Ignore it. Ignore it. Be gone with it.
and now paint won't work anymore.
Oh, if the new... Oh, well, don't delete it. Just, I mean, move it to the side.
Oh, well, it's too late now. I already closed it. Now paint won't
Oh.
activate. Should I reload it?
Sure.
Like, hitting the paint tab and it's not working.
Uh, Screen share. There we go. There we go.
Hold on, I got it.
All right,
It's
yeah.
just like semi broken.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
so
seems
this
about... That
folder.
seems like a good description of Bob in general. I mean, of all of the tools in general. So right now I'm just using this brush from Mount Doom, which I made the other day, to make my volcano. Boop, boop, oh no. How's it going? Oh no. Oh. Oh god, oh fuck, god, oh fuck, oh god, oh fuck, Bill? No. Can I just like flatten this? Edit
Is
height
there a way
scale?
to apply a grid to this so that I know what direction?
No, there is not.
What?
Yep, you've got to judge it. You gotta eyeball it. As I said,
Who came up with that? That's dude. There's
that
no
is
way I can stacked. I don't even know what the actual size of standard square is.
just try and divide it in your mind in 12s, or if you want to just like draw lines with your textures or something in 12s. As I said,
I
the reason CA didn't really make that many more of these and they downgraded the scale of their kit. These were rather shoddy. Rather quite shoddy.
I'm so lost right now.
You just gotta make whatever you want. I'm making a volcano.
I'd love to make anything, but as of right now, I can't do anything.
What's going on? What is the problem you're
I,
having?
the problem is that I have no tools,
Alright,
or
let me
else I
see.
couldn't do
Screen
it.
share. You're screen sharing? Yes, you are.
As far as I know.
Alright, so, um, pull out. So you see those little bars to the side? Right there? To your right. To your right. Pull them out. Pop them out. No, pop them out. Pop them out.
I don't know what you
Just
mean.
like grab that gray bar and pop it out.
This?
No, the gray bar on the left, the one going up, the vertical one. Grab it and pop it out.
I don't.
Pop both of them out. There you
That?
go. And just move them off to the side or something, or put Ted on the top. Minimize them if you can.
They can't be minimized. They're part of the program.
Then just shrink them. Shrink them down. So that you just try and put them out of the way, because you don't want to use them.
Okay.
Alright, so now that you've done that, you see, so put your mouse down. So you see you've got your different things. You've got, so you see where you have channel right there.
No.
Channel, blend map, normal, and then blend map, operation, normal, channel, climate 0.
Okay.
Do you see that? Click on the on
Yeah.
where it says climate 0. Those are your different types you can choose from. You see where it says brush scale. You want to scale, you can move that up and down to determine how big your brush is. That's your main tool. That is your tool.
Okay.
And now you can go to drawing what you want on the map.
How do I do that?
Just um
Nothing's happening.
choose something besides burnt ground. Burnt ground can be weird. Choose like rock. Okay, what's going on?
I don't know.
Choose like a bigger brush maybe. Oh, you have 0 opacity. You have 0 opa. No, no, you don't. Never mind. I'm not sure what's going on.
Just gonna up everything to
Maybe it's your
stupid
brush
level.
aspect ratio. Put that to 1. And then just scale up your brush. These are problems with TED. I'm not the most familiar. Not that big. That's gonna crash TED.
And it's already dead.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. See, there you go. Yeah, your brush just wasn't large enough to really see any change.
Oh, well. Well, I guess you can't control Z that.
Yeah, no, no. Oh, nope, you can. Impressive, most impressive. Oh, I was using absolute that whole time, not add. That's why nothing was changing. Chat, you following as we work out the problems here and just make our merry little tiles. It's like
I'm
painting
gonna
in
be
the little
honest.
trees.
I have to change the properties in this. There's no way that you can do anything that's not squares.
Well, you can't. You can. I
Because
do.
you can eyeball it, but that requires me to load it, see if it worked, then go back in and edit it 1,000
Well,
times
so what
before
I
I
would say
back
it would be a
it.
good rule of thumb. Just
So I'm
stick
not
to
doing
like,
that. I don't
just
have
like
time
stick
for
to
that.
the center and or just like chop off the corners really, make it a simpler mask. Stick to the center, um, and allow yourself to have room around the sides. Or maybe even after you've made your tile, do your mask afterwards, so that you judging it off of what you already have. It's really the best advice that I can give. I don't know if any. If you want to check like create or something. Maybe it has something for like a grid there. Or I can ask one of the mapping guys. Shit.
Nah, I think right now I'm just gonna focus on doing a square.
Okay. If you
Since
want to
I
do a
said I
square,
don't have
it's
to
so
worry
long
about
as everyone knows how to do it. Not necessarily
Well,
that
I mean,
you've done it, but so long as you
I
know how.
I get it. It's just like that's going to be a process of trial and error to make
Yes.
sure that it looks
Or
right,
you can
and I
just,
don't have time for that process right now.
yes.
I just need to. I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to learn how to implement this shit right
That
now.
sounds
Details and all that stuff.
that sounds like a
That's
plan. Chat, you following? I don't have you
where
open, but I'm gonna check on you. You're probably all dead. Chat, you following along? Dear chat, what's going on? Why isn't my brush working? Operation? Operation smooth jazz. Nope. Okay, why isn't this working? Does my brush need to be large? Chat, you following? Hope you're following. I should eat something. I didn't eat lunch. The smooth doesn't seem to be working. Absolute. Let me like turn down the opacity a bunch. This typically works. Yeah. I just like turn down the opacity and flow a bunch. This is what I do in Terry.
Funny, the second the paint tool goes outside of the area, it just like loses its mind.
Oh. Oh, yep, it's Bob starts freezing. As I said, they were not the best made tools. That's one of the reasons they decided that rather than put out another round of shoddy tools, they wouldn't put any out.
To be fair, I can understand that, but I don't view CA as part of the problem. It's more the deadlines and the stuff that they get. It's not
Oh,
like
yeah.
Sega cares about how user friendly their stuff is.
Oh, bleh. Yeah, most certainly. I just created a massive. It's Barder! Look at it. Wow. Can I control Z that? Please let me control Z. Oh, I was able to control Z it.
Okay. Can you see my screen? I made like a road in between mud and ice. There you go.
Alright. Do you plan on having this connected to other roads? Or no?
No,
You just want
this
to
is
have
just
this
to
in
get
the
a
middle.
tile into the game. I just want to
Alright.
get a tile into the game.
Well, give me one moment to finish up my little thing.
All right. Well, give me. I'm gonna go grab a snack real fast. I'll be
Yes.
back in a minute.
I want
I
one.
need, I need an ice cream sandwich.
Oh, yum. Ew, nope. Did that crash Bob? Hope it didn't crash Bob. If it crashed Bob, I'm just gonna do a basic one. You following, chat? Do do ba doo doo boom. Of course it did. Of course it crashed. Why did it crash? Who knows? I'm gonna be right back, chat. I'm also gonna go grab a snack. Hello, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright, so my TED actually crashed. So fucking lovely.
Well, I'm glad that it clashed for you instead of me because it's going to be a lot easier for you to get back to where we were than it would be
Oh
for
yeah,
me.
I'm actually not gonna make a masked tile because I don't want to deal with it. Everyone has seen how to make them, but I don't want to deal with a masked tile right now.
But I still have my
Uh-huh.
custom tile with the fucking shit on there.
Make sure to save it. Just save it right now.
Save tile as,
No, just
or
save
just
the
save.
tile, or if you already saved it, because you don't want to have to redo it if something accidentally happens to Ted.
I think I saved it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did because it just fucking froze for a quarter second.
I'm gonna be right
That
back.
lets me know that I did something when it spazzes out. I'm like, oh, something happened.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I need a napkin.
Okay, what do I do now that I have this custom tile all painted?
Okay. So, I wonder actually how many people in chat are following along. I don't know if anyone is. I'd hope people are, but I don't know if they are.
That's not a big deal, honestly. I
No,
need
because
I need
this is mainly whenever we gotta get it out, so that
also,
you can do
dude.
it.
Again, you remember you only gave people like 12
I know.
hours warning for this.
You gotta be right. You gotta be there. Snap. You got 12 hours notice. Uh, asparagus. Tasty. What's your favorite vegetable?
Uh, Carrots probably.
Mine's probably broccoli. Or my dad actually makes really good. Not Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts? Yeah, Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower. Those are the devil's vegetables, man.
Nah, my dad makes really
Eat that
good.
shit.
My dad he makes really good Brussels sprouts. They're great. I love them.
All right, I got like another half hour for this, so
All
let's
right.
let's try
Yep.
to move it.
I just went to grab something to eat while you did. All
Mhm.
right. So
So I got the tile all painted up. If you can see my screen.
yes, I'm just making grass circle. It's a stone and grass. Who cares? It doesn't have to look good. This is just for the sake of it. We've spent enough time on this. All right. So we've got this file,
Okay.
save tile.
I already did that though, so I'm good.
All right. So we've saved our tile. We can exit TED happily done with its monstrosity.
Okay, so I can close that out.
Yes. So now, what
So
you want to do, people, now that we've gone through that phase, and we've made our tile, maybe we've made our tile set, we've gotten everything ready, now we need to do Ted's work for it because Ted is utterly useless. Alright, I have a strawberry in my mouth. Alright, so, we want to go back out to the assembly kit. We want to go to raw data for assembly kit, for binary was, sorry, strawberry. And then we want to go to raw data, terrain, tiles,
campaign,
campaign, tile database.
and then you should see your thing.
And then you should see tiles and settings.xml. We want to go to tile database. We don't want to go into tiles. We want to go to settings.xml
Wait,
and
hold on. Wait. I'm at raw data, and
raw
you're at
data,
terrain,
terrain, tiles,
tiles.
campaign, tile database. Volcano Island is
Okay.
there, but you want to ignore it for right now.
Okay.
settings.xml. You see it?
Yep.
Mm. Beans, tofu, and quinoa.
It opens up. It opens up on my hex editor and on my
You want to open it with Notepad++
notepad.
or Notepad, whichever
I got
one.
that too. I have all three, so I think it just opened up everything.
You want to open it up in Notepad.
All right. Yeah, that's probably easier. All right.
All of that stuff at the top, you can minimize it. You just want tile sets. Do you see it?
Tile set links.
Right. So you just want to copy something like grass. You just want to like copy one of the grass tile sets or something. And then you want to come to the bottom, you want to copy it, you want to paste it.
What you're doing. You want to what?
You want to copy it and you want to paste it. You want to
From where to where?
you want to just copy one of these lines and paste it into the bottom. So creating a new one of these. You
Ah,
just
okay.
want to copy and
I see
paste
what
it.
you mean. I wasn't sure where you were putting it. So take a tile set. So
Just take any one, copy it, and paste it.
okay, I'm gonna take Alpine Mountains.
No, not Alpine Mountains. Take one of just the basic ones like grass or sand. Because those are
Hold on.
just the defaults.
Just there we go. Open it in Notepad for it to allow me to do anything.
Alright, so
hold
the
on.
things that are actually going to be changed. So it should just have shared geometry grass 01.
So if I sand 01 will be good.
One more. You see the
Okay.
red, the blue, the green, and the name? The four last things? It's right here. So we
So weird
copied
looking.
in one of these. Sorry, I had a what's weird?
Nothing. I'm used to looking at the variant message and everything in Notepad, so having all this shit highlighted is just like wow, it's like cheat codes.
Hmm. So you've got so we copied one of these from here. Anyone watching wondering what's going on? We put it down here, so we've got a new one here. All of this is good. Empty, empty, empty. Serialized version 1. Serialized version 1 means it's campaign. Version 3 means it's battle, I believe. Linking tile, these aren't linked. If you're doing something like rivers or roads or something that has something linked, you're going to want to put something in here. But we're not,
Okay.
so we're not doing that. And since these are just basic tiles, we just want shared geometry grass 01. Also place tile set, don't put anything. Now we've got red, blue, green. Remember where you put your wherever you put your RGB before? That's coming in handy now. So for me, and make sure not, so don't delete anything after the point. So it's keep that point 0.00000 whatever. Keep that there. It's part of whatever how it does the floating point stuff. It's how part of how it encodes the floating point values. Which I'm not going to get into because that is actually kind of complicated. Like, and you need to know some other stuff to do it. And it was one of the biggest troubles with the entire project. So I'm not going to get
What
into it.
figuring out the exact point values for things?
Well, how things are encoded, because that plays into how things are encoded, which is the most complicated part, de-encoding stuff. It took a while. Oh no, I'm out of whack. No, this is my blue. This should be 45. But make sure to leave everything after the point. So it should be, so for me it's 10.00, that's 6 zeros, 0.00000, 45.00. You get it. You get it. then
Okay.
106, and then where it says name, you want to put in the name of your tile set. Volcano. Wait, what did I name it? Tile campaign. Volcano Island. If you're not sure, you can check in the file outside in the folder. It should be there. Volcano Island. Okay.
Does it? Hold on. Do you have to have the 12 by 12 in the name?
No, this is of the tile set.
Okay.
This is for the tile set. So again, you've got your RGB. Do be careful. It's weird it's RBG here because of how the encoding is.
No, it does the same thing in just about every tile in the database
I know,
in
it's weird.
Total War. They
It's
can't be
part of
consistent about any.
well no, it's part of how it encodes. It has to reorganize the stuff. It's weird. And then you've got your name. Make sure you keep those quotation marks. Make sure you keep the quotation marks everywhere because that's whatever it shows. That's a value and not whatever. You've got Volcano Island. That's for me. Now, file, save. So now what we want to do is X out. We want to go back to the assembly kit, binaries, non-Terry. So save, X out, go back to binaries, non-Terry.
So the custom one, the one
Yeah,
you're working on.
yes, no, go back to the basic one. The basic one, not the custom one. Not yet.
Okay.
And go to bob.assemblykit.exe and open it. It will take some time to open. Some time. And this provides me ample time to eat more food of my lunch. Or of my lunch food. Food of the lunch. Lunch food.
What about second lunch?
I mean, do you think? I guess like second lunch. Maybe lunch is second lunch because you've got like brunch, which is first lunch. I don't know.
This is taking a while, but also I'm a little confused. It didn't we add the new custom tile to the custom binaries?
You'll see. Well, what do you mean? No, no, no. The custom binaries is purely for Terry. This binaries is for everything else.
All right. So which one gets the custom tile? Both of them?
No, you're not putting the custom tile in any of them. You're just opening bob.assemblykit.
Okay, it's just for me when I think of like you opening the file there, it also saves the file path from there and shit, and so that's where it comes from.
It's I actually originally thought that would end up being a problem too, and you'd always have to rename them and switch when I first
Yeah, that's
did
what I
this,
was thinking.
but it's convenient.
Okay,
It's one of the few
I'm usually
convenient
kind of
things.
assuming the worst with this.
Mm-hmm. It's one of the few convenient things. Hey, that's a nice one.
This is another one of those things where you have to like set aside time and get everything set up to actually do work on this crap.
Mm-hmm. The most time-consuming thing is Bob.
It's funny.
What? How they've named them?
My name.
Oh yeah.
No, that's my name. So it's the most time consuming thing is Bob. They're like, yeah, I know. I try. I'm sorry. Wonder what Bob stands for. Did anybody ever tell you that?
Mm-mm. I think they just named them Bob, Ted, Jerry, I think some cheeky bugger, since they're British, so they're cheeky buggers,
Uh,
because that sounds like a British thing. Some cheeky bugger decided to say, let's name. I was gonna try and do a British accent, but that's gonna end poorly. Let's name them
yeah,
Bob,
let's not do that.
Ted, Terry, and Dave. Just why not? Bob, Ted, Terry, and Dave.
One, and then they'll release the super mod tools for Warhammer 3, and they'll call it Bill.
Yeah, Bill, Bob, Terry, Ted, and Dave, and John from across the street. Ted from no, not Ted from accounting. Tim from accounting. Tim from accounting. Uh,
Jesus Christ, this is still loading.
oh yeah, it'll be going for a while.
I really hope this works. I get like one shot at this, and then I have other stuff I have to do.
Well, you're going to actually have to. Well, actually, you can probably actually leave after this because you know how to you know how to add stuff to the tile map because we'll have to then add it to the tile map and boot it
Yeah, I
up.
can do that. The one thing that I do need you to show me later is how to load the custom tile map to TED or whatever so that I can view it in game.
You once you process the tile map and you put it whatever into like a movie pack or whatever, I'll show you how to do that later. Message me
Okay.
or watch the ending part of the stream when you get the chance. Um, you can load it all up.
All right, baller. Because that's the one thing is what I want to do is I want to like paint a forest on our custom tile map and then load it, see how it looks, and then I can
Well,
edit it from there and see.
well,
I want to do
do
some of that.
do know that forests
I
and
meant like the green,
yeah,
the green area
the
where the
greenwood
forest are gonna
whatever,
go. I want to
greenwood
like,
more.
yeah,
Yeah,
the green grass underneath the forest or
yeah.
whatever the hell you want to call it.
There's certain ones, and you can actually check the different like colors and whatnot it through TED, but then you see how everything comes together in Terry.
Yeah. Because I think what my plan is going to do is I want to start from the upper left corner and work our way down to the bottom right.
All right, and I'm
It
gonna
just
keep
seems like the
working.
most
If you want
logical
to
way to
work
do
on
it.
sort of see here, hey chat, you're getting a sneak peek at what's coming next for the campaign map. I'm probably gonna keep working on more custom sections such as Mordor and Moria for the time being. If you want to just go through and do those more general areas, that seems like a plan. How are you doing, chat? This asparagus is getting stuck in my teeth.
All right.
You know,
That's how
that
big.
stream when I finally came back,
I gotta
whatever,
look at.
and I did the first stream that I did, like in a while, like a week or so ago. That stream did so
Mm-hmm.
well, and I don't know why. I guess it's because everyone was starved of campaign map stuff, so I guess I just gotta like starve everyone of campaign map stuff and then do it. I just take
Dude,
weeks at
a
a
lot of
time.
people still don't believe that it's really gonna happen.
I know.
Like,
It's
like it's a hard trend to fight because we haven't like the second we're able to get something
I
super real
my
and
Bob
physical
has loaded, but I will
showcase,
wait
people are gonna
for
ship
your
it.
Bob to load.
I
Actually,
think I think I just loaded mine.
in the meantime, so quickly, what I'm going
It
to show
says
you.
Bob select data files to build.
All right.
Is
So
that
what
what
you
I'm
want to
supposed
do
to be looking
is
at?
you want to come to Tiles, Campaign, Tile Database. So terrain, tiles, campaign, ti- can- terrain, tiles,
Terrain,
campaign,
campaign,
and then you want to
Minnesota.
right-click on Tile Database, View Actions,
Hold on.
Tile,
All right.
Process Tile Database,
All right. Hold on. I'm in terrain. The
terrain,
menu goes down.
tiles,
Tiles.
campaign,
Campaign.
and then you want
Tile
to
database.
right-click on tile database.
Right click on tile
Mm-hmm.
database.
View actions.
View actions. Okay.
And then you want to tile
I see
process tile
provider actions,
database.
merge actions.
Consumer actions, tile process
Huh?
tile database.
Process tile data. Click that.
And then again, that's
Okay, and then hit start.
no, not yet.
Okay.
So I'm just showing again. Terrain, tiles, campaign, tile database. And then you just want to select Volcano Island or your version of it and click merge actions. That just makes it easier.
Okay.
Right? And you see the options. You want to scroll down and you want to choose tile, tile, tile blend map, tile create tile AGF.
I wish there was a way for me to zoom in on your thing. It's really hard for me to see this exactly what you're clicking on.
Yeah, sorry, I can't.
Yeah, I can't make the screen bigger because it had for some reason it also has to it shows the screen and stuff, but it also shows our two little icon things here, so I get less space.
Oh yeah, because you're looking on the Discord one. Um,
Mm-hmm.
well yeah,
Oh, hold on.
just choose tile, tile, tile blend map, tile create tile AGF, not tile copy tiles to assembly kit though. So you want 3 out of the 4 tile ones.
All right. Can you see my screen?
One
Oh no,
moment.
it's not. Hold on. There we go.
I guess. Oh, I just I just heard someone listening. All right, so tile. So now you want to scroll down to Bob's custom tile,
Okay.
and you want to right click on it, right? And you want to click merge actions, view actions, view actions, merge actions.
Click that.
Yes, and you'd probably be best off if you like extended this window right here.
That.
All right, yep, and scroll down. Ah, shit. Exit out of Bob. Fuck. Pardon my French.
Okay.
I missed a crucial step.
Bob entirely.
Yeah. And then go to terrain, tiles, campaign, and you'll see something called rules.bob. Edit with Notepad++.
All right, hold on. Equal this.
Sorry anyone following along as well. I will make sure to cut that section in when I for the video version, so that anyone following
Okay.
along doesn't also feel that.
All right, I'm at Steam apps. Then you go to Common, Total War, Attila, Assembly Kit. Now what?
Raw data,
Raw data. Okay, so this is this. I'm not this familiar with this terrain,
terrain,
tile,
tiles, campaign. You just
campaign.
once you've done it like 100 times, you become familiar.
No, I'm the same thing. It's just like I'm like that with the data of the fucking game files instead of this shit.
Mhm.
All right, I'm at campaign now. What?
Um, you see rules.bob. Again, for
Yeah.
anyone at home looking, rules.bob.
Okay.
Edit with Notepad.
Edit with Notepad. Okay. I'm looking at terrain tile, terrain database,
What does it currently
grid
say?
tile. What is it? What?
What does it currently say?
It says terrain tiles, campaign tile database.
All right.
You can see my screen. I think I'm streaming right now.
Mhm. Let me look.
Why's my fleet names from the Imperial Line? That's weird.
Oh, what's going on here? Uh, now we've got a mystery on our hands. Okay, what am I doing? What's going on here? Give me a moment. Uh, go out, exit out of, whatever. Go back up to terrain. Go to campaigns. Manage Tilemapping. No, not manage Tilemapping. Oh, you want to copy the rules.bob over to campaigns.
Okay, hold on. This copy.
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to remember.
That's cool. Again, this is probably stuff you did a while ago to set
Oh yes,
everything up.
this is stuff that's really whatever
All right,
ingrained in my
campaign.
memory.
What do I overwrite
Alright.
here?
No, not in campaign itself, but in the terrain campaigns folder. Now you want to edit with
So
Notepad++.
edit this.
Mm-hmm.
I can. It's a file.
Oh, no, in campaigns. Go back into campaigns. Into campaigns. Paste in the rules.bob.
Okay.
Edit it with Notepad++. Get rid of the rigid model section. So everyone looking, your thing should look like this. I will pin this in the comments, a version of this. But so for you, Wild, get rid of the rigid model section and get rid of the tile from terrain tile. Just make it say terrain.
Terrain. Okay. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
And then add two more lines above tile database. Alright, so in one of those, you're going to want to put save underscore
Uh-huh.
meta underscore data underscore map. Again, that's,
MAC.
yes, save underscore meta underscore data underscore map. Then you're going to want to do a space equals space true.
I wish there was a way to. Can you make that bigger? I can't really read it.
Just space, yes, I can. Actually, because this is something helpful. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank God. Oh, it was map. Okay.
Save metadata map space equals space true.
Okay. Save metadata map. Space. Space. What's this CRLF?
That is because I have visualized binary stuff on from times when I was decoding files.
Okay, got it. Just making sure it's not relevant. See.
And then you also want save underscore final underscore tile underscore map space equals space true. So again, that's save underscore final underscore tile underscore map. And you also want that one to be true. You'll now be able to process the campaign map in Bob, and I believe this should also make it so you can process those tiles. I could be wrong, and I don't know what the problem is, but
I'm a. Can you see my screen?
one moment. I was looking at my game.
I want to make sure this is right.
Let me see. Looks a-okay to me.
All right, cool.
Save. And now reboot up Bob.
So boot up Bob in the regular one, right? Not the custom one.
The regular one. Once you've done that, yes,
What was that?
I'm gonna wait for you to get back here so you can see.
Yeah, that's gonna be a while.
Yeah. So while waiting, chat, anyone following along, have you experienced any problems? Are you all good? Have your problems been the same as Wild's? Have your problems been solved by me solving Wild's problems? Do you have any problems still? If so, I will try and solve them. Mhm.
Okay, it's loaded.
All right.
Hello?
All right. Can you hear me? Oh, one moment. Sorry, my mic sometimes does it. It's weird with Discord,
Huh.
and I have to
It's
reload.
loaded now. That's good.
All right. So, re-enable whatever the tile database option, and then go to your custom tile. Once you've done that,
I'm a little what was that?
so redo the tile database thing like you had at first when you did this the first time. So whatever's for
I can't remember what
okay,
that is
so
exactly. Can you run
terrain,
me through it again?
tiles, campaign. All right. So since I'll probably have actually cut that first section, I'll say this again here. So you're gonna want I'll
Hmm?
unselect all. So you're gonna want to go terrain, tiles, campaign, tile database.
huh.
Well, actually, well, you're gonna want to go terrain, tiles, campaign. And then you're gonna want to right-click on tile database, view actions. Then you are
Okay.
going to want to process the tile database.
So click this.
Mm-hmm. Again, that's terrain, tiles, campaign, right-click tile database, process the tile database. Now you want to scroll down to wherever your custom tile is and right-click it. And then, just for the sake of being able to see things clearly, you want to press merge actions and then extendify your thing. And are the options...
So
So
right click the custom
actions,
tile and then what?
merge actions, click merge actions. I'm not sure if they're still there or not. No, what's going on here? Scroll down. Chat, I'd actually like to ask if anyone is following along. Are you also having the problem where the tile options aren't showing up? Chat, anyone who is following along in chat, if you could please send a message on Discord or in the chat that you're having the same problem, you're not having the problem, etc., etc. If you are following along. Anyone who's following along, I would request that. Or just real quick, because we're having a problem here on our end with Wild. So I don't know if anyone is following along, but if you are. Click and see. Um, hmm, hmm, let me see. Uh, go and like view rules. Go into the file. To where you actually have like the proper files.
I'm not sure what that means. You gotta be a little more specific.
Uh, go like into so for me it's Volcano Island, Mount Tilimera, AA, whatever that would be for you. So X out of that, Bob's custom tile, open up the file, the folder. Press the plus. 12x12, A1. Okay, what's going on here, man? Um, uh, and click on rules.
Rules?
Yes, right click, and then find rules.
Right click on what?
Right click on just any of the files there.
Okay, so view rules.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Just let me look at it for a moment. Hmm. Um. Exit out of Bob and go back into Ted. Does it seem true? Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty background. I like it.
Oh, thanks. Looking all over for stuff for a while.
Um. Oh,
The
the
thing.
fantasy Total Wars are lovely.
Oh
Fantasy
no,
Total
that's
Wars are lovely.
this is Lord of the Rings.
No, no, I'm commenting on what someone said in chat.
Okay. Uh, Great. What's the fastest way to get to Ted? Where's Ted? Assembly kit.
Assembly kit, binaries, your basic binaries.
There we go. Got
You
it.
ever play Space Engineers?
No.
It's a fun game. I'm playing it with some people after this. Yeah, we modded in. Well, we found a cool mod for ballistic missiles. So we upgraded from Gatling guns to ballistic missiles on our ships, and it's fun. I was just thinking about it. I shot someone out of the sky with one hit.
I tried to load this and this popped up. Does this mean anything to you?
Let me see.
I have no idea. What special ability
What?
games?
Try it again. Try that again. Oh, no, no, you're in your normal binaries, not your old one. Abort. 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 Mission abort. You're in your custom binaries, not your new binaries.
No, I'm not.
Assembly kit.
No,
Go assembly kit. Total War assembly kit. Oh, you're not. Go back to it. So which one? So you didn't rename. Which one did you rename? Was your custom one the base one, or is your binaries the base one?
this should be the base one that I have not altered. At least I didn't think so. But you specifically told me to not work to right now go into the one that I didn't alter, that I didn't rename.
Yes. So the basic one, not the one that you extracted from the RAR.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that was this one.
That's the one you extracted or didn't extract.
This is the one I extracted.
Go to the one you didn't extract and try again.
Nope.
Ignore.
Ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me. Ignore me. No.
Yeah. That's nope.
I have absolutely no fucking clue.
Because this is try your binaries custom. Abort and try your binaries from custom. Because this is what I get when I use my binaries from the custom folder.
Hold on.
Assembly kit, binaries custom. Ted assembly kit. It shouldn't work, but I don't know if maybe you got switcherooed at some point on accident. I
That might have
doubt it.
happened. Once both of them don't work. But this also explains why I was confused. Because I felt like I should have been in the other file.
Maybe.
Looks like it's working.
Hello,
Hello?
I'm back.
Hello, Fruitsy. Oh, yes, so
Hi.
maybe you were using the wrong one. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Try booting up Bob from this folder. Because I noticed you didn't have all of the files, but at the same time it seemed like you had the necessary ones. You didn't have all of
Alright.
them.
After this, I'm going to have to
Yeah.
call it. I got to go get a shower.
Yep. It's later for you, I know. Ooh, I like your new profile picture. Might ask, why did you choose to go with the miners instead of any other one, Fruitsy, for your profile picture with the dwarven miner?
Because Elijah said that the miner is my
He's
best
a
work.
hard worker, man.
Yeah, and hard worker, of course. And I like it. And now when I changed the skin tone for this dwarf, this texture already doesn't exist. So this is
Fair enough.
individual dwarf
Well,
miner.
do you think he said that it's your best work because of the, the, uh,
No, no, I don't think
Appendages the original versions had.
I don't think it is my the best work, but I very like it, and there is inside joke about PP of these miners, you
Yes.
know.
Yes, well, that, I don't know. I wanted to post it, but when Manu was still just a dev team member with the elves, with some of the first models, he decided to model the elves because we were joking around with some stuff. I remember, and he gave them like a massive third leg kind of whatever.
Okay.
And well, and so that's probably why everyone was like, "Yeah, look at him." For those of you who don't know, because no one would know unless you're a team member, uh, the first version of the Miners by Fruitsy, um, they had very visible bulges, you could say, just from how they had been made.
They still have it.
Oh, they
Remember,
do, they
I
do.
le-
Yeah, they got protective cod pieces.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
cod
Just be
pieces. Yes,
careful,
that's the
man.
word. Yeah,
I left it for the joke. Yeah, but
I think that's great, dude.
yeah. I think Manu also
Little
should have
bonus from
left the
Ori.
elves without.
of course I'm gonna change it in some fix patch. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Hmm.
for now they is still so funny for me, and
Yeah.
you just can't change it. The tight, slim pants. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, and
They've
this
they've got their
beautiful
yoga
print.
pants, whatever. That it's the dwarven miners. They're working all day in their yoga pants. I can see that. I don't want to see that, and now I can't unsee it. But I
They
can
need
see
a
it.
variation where they got hot pants with assless chaps.
That would be
Tight
horrible.
leather pants.
Oh, that would be so fucking hilarious. I would die. You could have like the raver dwarfs partying in the caves.
Party in the caves.
Yeah.
Oot, oot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well, yes. I think that's what we should do. Whatever for the April Fool's thing. We should have one of the dwarven miners, and we should like make their whatever their head fixtures into disco balls, and give
uh,
them whatever yoga pants, and have them
if
just
I
be whatever.
if I could figure out how to do effects and make the lamps emit light, we could make them emit various lights, and then yeah, they would be like little disco guys. On night battles, it would be fucking hilarious.
Well, J'accuse that your compliment should mostly goes to Fruitsy, because he is the one who did all 90%, 99% of the Erebor assets. I don't know how much Executioner and Fuzzy did. And I guess Hagnaz did some of the faces, but yeah, the
For
vast
Agnes
now,
majority of that was Fruitsy.
for now,
did the architecture, I believe.
yeah, I made the herbal gates.
Yes,
Ah,
those are cool. Actually, while I have this open, if you send it to me, I could probably put it on the campaign map. Um, nah, not I shouldn't get distracted. Uh, but yes. So as you reload that,
Yeah, but
what's going on?
you could
build.
probably do that. I'm gonna get off, so you don't have
Yeah.
to worry about showing
Well,
me or
we're
anything.
still
So
doing
you're
the
fuck wild.
stream for the time being.
But you will able to make some hole in the mountain to place the gates, or I have to
I
send you
I think I
some
can make
mountain.
the hole for the hole for the mountain. Oh, it looks like
I have an alternative idea for that. What you could do is put two mountains at like an L, and then put the gates like nestled
Well,
in
no,
the
no,
corner of
I'm
the
probably
L.
gonna make it like a custom mountain if I'm thinking about it.
That'll work too.
Ooh, it seems like that Lord of the Rings Realms in Exile, the guys who gave us all of those Rohan buildings. Um, yeah, since whatever we're just starting out with it.
So
Their
maybe
gift of those
uh,
assets was
I
really
will
nice.
send you now if you want. I can
Sure.
send you now.
I won't promise that I can get it done now, but yeah. Um, but I will add it in because I
Hold
need
on.
it.
Before you do anything else, Bob is loaded.
Bob
I have
has
loaded.
loaded. Go back to your file with your custom tile real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Let's
Okay,
see.
so terrain,
Terrain tiles,
tiles,
campaign,
campaign,
Bob's custom
Bob's custom
tile.
stuff.
Right click. Just right click.
Okay, hold
Moment
on.
of truth.
View
view
actions.
actions, merge actions, extend it, deflate. Okay. Well, since I know you have to go, we can work out. I think you've figured. I've gone over most of the stuff, so you've learned how to do it. We've just got to figure out what the problem you're having is. I'm gonna go through the rest of the tutorial.
Uh, all right, and
Yeah, since you have to go.
and you'll edit it down and everything. And what I'll do is like
I
if I'm still having a problem, I'll just do a fresh install
I
and
will
re-get all the files.
edit it down, and when I say I'll edit it down, that means like in a month because that's gonna be a lot of footage to rewatch and figure out.
Yeah,
Um,
what's relevant and what's us
yeah,
mindless rambling.
yes, that's gonna be fun. But anyway, so for those of you watching here, now that we have that, we come in here, merge actions, that's the wrong thing, that's sand. We've got everything here. Now that I've selected all of it, start.
I'm gonna peace out. Good luck.
Peace.
Thanks.
Alright, so now this is processing. I don't know how long it will take to process. It could take from anywhere from 30 years to now. Uh, the
I sent you
Airboard
already.
gate. So it has the textures and stuff with it.
No. Textures will be independent file.
Oh, all right. I will process this later. But yes, I can add this to the map. And so this has the yeah, you can see all the stuff that it did. This is what the thing does. So back on track, chat. So now that we've got this, what we can do is what we want to do is we want to come over to here, back to Total War Attila data. And so what you should have installed is either RPFM, raw pack file manager, or PFM, pack file manager. So you want to open up one of your packs, right like this. Yeah, what I've sent before is those the nice guys from Lord of the Rings: Realm in Exile, who helped us get a start on our Rohan assets. Since whatever
Okay,
we've got so
textures
few
are
of them.
here.
What? Oh yeah,
I sent
textures.
you
Thank you.
textures.
They've got an update for Crusader Kings 3. That's gonna be fun. We should do
There
like
are four folders
a
probably.
dev team stream since I know like Canary, Case, and I are playing it. Anyway, I'm rambling. Yes. So, chat, you should open up your RPFM or PFM, and then go pack file, new pack file. And then you want to go to your change pack file type. So now that you've created your new pack file, first thing you want to do is change the pack file type to a movie. This will allow it to be influenced. This will allow it to influence the tools. Then you want to go add folder. Excuse me. Actually, what you can do is well, actually no. Add folder. You want to find you want to now go back to your assembly kit, find your assembly kit, and then go to working data, terrain, tiles, campaign. And actually what you want to do is you want to come to working data, terrain. Actually, coming back here, what would probably be easiest is if you create a new folder in your cat pack file. And you want to name it terrain with a lowercase t. Once you've done that, you want to go to it and you want to add folder. You then want to go back to your working data terrain. So assembly kit, working data terrain. And you want to select tiles. Select folder. Did you add? What's going on here? Are you frozen? You're frozen. Pack file manager being rad. It's bad. Hey, that rhymes. Yeah, rhymes. That beats math. This is one of my longer streams if you're wondering why I'm rambling. So then, I have some extra things besides I have a lot of stuff from the campaign. So ignore it as I do that. And then you just want to have, so you want to have, your, for me, your tile set folder and your tile database.bin in here. So for me, it's Volcano Island and all this stuff, which will hold all of the processed things and the new tile database.bin. So then you want to do pack file, save pack file, and I'm going to name it Volcano Island Tools. And then I'm going to save it. So you should have all this stuff in here and you should save it. You can then close that down and open up the, and then you want to go back to Total War Attila, Assembly Kit, Raw Data, Terrain, Campaigns, Main Attila Map. Again, Assembly Kit, Raw Data, Terrain, Campaigns, Main Attila Map. So for a moment, I'm going to quickly rename away the Lord of the Rings maps. Don't copyright my singing, please. We've actually been good with copyright strikes for a while, Fruitsy. The last time we got a copyright strike on the channel was like a month ago, and I haven't, no one's dealt with it. But yeah, we're doing good for copyright strikes, yo. Um, so now that we've got all of this stuff, right? Find tilemap.png, open with Adobe Photoshop. Oh no, I just opened up that mega file for the textures 3 times. So as Photoshop opens, mm, mm, we're about 60% of the way there. But like through the troublesome, see, I don't know. Well, Photoshop loads, I'm gonna go put away some of my lunch that I ate. Uh, well, yeah. Uh, until I'm back, by the way. Until it commits
Okay.
when systems. Hello. Yes. I think I should probably get Erebor ready for you, like sometime. So everybody, here we are. I'm gonna come right off the coast of Brittany. You can choose where you want to. First things first.
At what level of learning we are now, Theo?
What do you mean?
In
You mean
which
in like
point?
in regards to what? In regards to this tile map or academic school?
Ah, okay.
What are you referring to? I'm confused.
No, no, I was just trying check in in which point of time of learning, we are now. How many from this place is left to gain the basic knowledge about that?
I'm are you referring to like school or are you referring to school or tile mapping? Because if we're talking about tile mapping, I'd say we're at about the 50% marker right now. If you're talking about
Okay,
school, which yeah. So I don't know. I'm yeah, we're about midway there. So now for our little island. It's like Bob Ross always said, paint little trees. It isn't a tree, it's an island, but we can pretend it's a tree. You could even, isn't there like some like man-made island in Dubai or something that like looks like a tree? I think they have those somewhere. Chat, do you know what I'm referring to? Am I misinformed? Or isn't there like there are like islands like full of little like resort villas? I think I've seen pictures of them like from Dubai or not Dubai. Yes, Dubai. Yes, Dubai. I think Dubai. I don't remember. I might be wrong. Chat, Fruitsy, do either of you know what I'm referring to? Am I just going crazy? I might be going crazy. Um, but anyway, so we have our little island here. First thing, what we want to do is with this color right here. I'm gonna put it up for a moment. Actually, what you can do is if you go back here to your main Attila map file. Wait, it's not. Where's swatches? Oh, ah, so you actually have to own. Fuck. Eh. Send me a message about this, anyone who's curious, and I will send you the swatches.pack. The swatches. If you have Thrones of Britannia installed, you can go to this place in Thrones of Britannia and find swatches. There's a file that says that's called swatches. Main Attila, main Vikings. That swatches. Um, you're gonna want to double click on that and like open it with Photoshop. I think it's been a while since I've done this. I don't remember. Um, and that should get you the proper colors in your thing. But otherwise, right now, anyone who wants to pause it and look, right here I have this right here is the coat is the sea color. It's the color of the sea. Always the grass is always greener. I forget the song. Under the sea. Um, blue 83, green 141, no, red 83, green 141, blue 213. So this is what you're going to want to do for your main outline. Then you're going to want to remember what color your tile was. So for me, it was red 45, green 106, blue 45. And now I decide not to actually mask my tile just because time. So whatever you had for your tile, you now want to plot it out. that's 3. That's 6, Leo. Dummy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm plotting out my little tile here. And then I'm just going to put some grass around it. So this right here is just a basic grass. It's red 132, green 149, blue 89. And again, if you have Total War Saga not if you have Total War Thrones of Britannia installed, you can basically just import all of these colors straight into Photoshop without having to like work them out or write them down, and it's very handy. Wait, I just made something kind of random, I forgot. Yep, just something kind of random here. Just add some space around it. Fill this in. I can't tell if the shade of everything is off. It kind of feels like it is, but it probably isn't. But it probably is. Who knows? Who knows? Only time will tell. That's wrong. I fucked that up. That should be 10. Red should be 10. So we've added this right here. Now we want to add cliffs all around. This is red 254. So a rule with these is that they can only connect at their corners right here. So they can only connect here, 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 and here. This applies to all masked tiles. You cannot do this. You can do this. You can do this. But you can't do this. Oh, that was wrong, but anyway. This, this, or anything like that. Remember that. So now, make your outline, your coastline. Draw it out, sort of like I am now. You want to probably grab a 2x2 brush as well. That's typically very useful. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, no. So right now, as I just plot out this little island, there we go. And then I can fill in those gaps. And Isle of Island. It's not actually Volcano Island, isn't it? Because I gave up on the volcano since I messed it up. Huh. Well, now that I've got this, and anyone following along has whatever. So I've got, you can see, little island off the coast. Just, and make sure it's completely surrounded by that shallow sea. Also, don't use deep sea. You'll notice on our tile map it's not there because it's broken and doesn't process right. But anyway, we've got the custom tile, some extra stuff, and we've got sort of a little bit of our tile map plotted out. So now we just want to save this. And I saved it. No, it saved it. Then we can X out of here. And quickly, I'm going to see, Fruitsy, what file type are these actually, no, I was gonna say I can do the airborne gates real quick, but I have to do some slight restructuring, I think, in 3ds Max,
Mhm.
which I don't have the time to do right now, but I will do it. I'll probably do it along with when I do, sorry stream, I have to mute myself.
No, for now, Haganas is working with. Yeah, generally no problem, Leo. But I first have to end Harad. Yeah. Right.
If it's the great Samwise Gamgee. Yeah, see, that's all I'm gonna let you hear stream is that I said the great Samwise Gamgee. You don't get to know anything else about what we were talking about. Um. Anyway, so now what we can do is we can come back here and for a second time, but not the last time, boot up bob.assemblykit.exe. Because right now we're going to process the tile map, which we just did the changes to. So now, when we boot up Terry, after we do this, it will be there, and we can do our modifications to it. Brucey, how do you go for 7 hours of streaming? I want to know, because I get like I'm sapped completely
Mm,
after like three
you know,
hours. I'm completely sapped.
normally when I have a flow, I spend like 12 hours with modeling. Yeah, so
What was your
the,
largest? What
the
was your
streaming by 8 hours is just modeling like a normal day, but with talking. Yeah, so it's why
fair enough?
it is 8 hours, not 12 hours stream.
Yeah, I guess it's I just that's some dedication, man. I've got to say, it's some dedication. I also just noticed that on my last stream, since LJ set it up, he named it the rise of the map of Mordor, since I was working on Mordor, which I didn't even notice when I was doing the stream. So I was like, what? Oh, huh. Anyway, so chat, while this is loading, 97 likes. We reached 100. Yay! Ah, what do you think we should do when we reach 100 when not 100 server members, 10,000 server members? We're nearing it. It'll be sweet. 10,000 actually. So we'll um so a while ago, I don't know if we've actually talked about this, but sort of one of the jokes inside of the team. Um, our channel, at least according to the YouTube viewership analytics. Let me see if I can
Yeah.
see this. Um, to show to you, chat, because it's a little bit of a joke inside the team. Um, where is it? Analytics. Overview. Audience. Gender. Female, 0.2%. Male, 99.8%. And you know what the thing is? Do you know who
Yeah.
streams all of those? When I checked, all of those female viewers were on. Do you want to know who streamed those were, chat? Bertzies. They were all on his. All of them were on his. Let me actually see. Right? So while this is loading. Advanced mode. I bring this up here. Channel analytics.
This is just by this picture with this big snowy dick which I made from the snow.
What?
Did, you didn't see it?
Oh yes,
Is
yes, yes. No, I remember now. Oh yes. And you're the one
it,
who gets
it
all of the female viewers. Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, one of my streams is in. Alright, so let's see. What's like your what are the latest streams, right? Compare to. Alright, so let's compare Harad modeling with Fruitsy Part 2 with the Rise of the Map of Mordor. Viewer gender. Oh no, no, all male, all guys, all dudes. Alright. Because a while ago I looked and I compared all of the other streamers to Fruitsy, and all of the female views were from him. And it was we all got quite the laugh out of it.
But
No,
there was for
maybe
me
you've lost your
just
touch, Fruitsy. None of these latest ones have it. Maybe you've lost your touch.
yeah, because now our Hara dreams, yeah, they were with the dwarves.
Yeah, yes, yes, that makes sense.
Because the
That
dwarves are these guys who go swim with the hairy little woman.
Fruitsy, you're digging yourself into a hole if you want any actual.
I
Anyway,
just watched again last time this moment when the Gimli is saying this when he has the drinking duel with Legolas. The best part in the lot ever.
yeah. Let's see. Wait, can I look at analytics for my current video for the current stream that I'm doing? But anyway, chat, I'm waiting for this to load. It's just fucking around while it loads or whatever. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. But where are most of our viewers from? Yeah, but this is our. Actually, that reminds me. Nope, Bob is still loading. As you can see, Bob takes a while to load. It's taking a while to load because of the fact that we installed that special DLC for the assembly kit. Because that is, as I said, 60 gigabytes of download. So that's 60 gigabytes of data that it's having to process more than normal. So it's having to read each one of those, figure out what is this file, where is it, etc., etc. So it takes ages to load. And it can be a very big pain.
Oh, hello, Jacob.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Yeah, we are
Hello.
at live at the stream.
Yes,
Oh,
we're
didn't
live.
even know there was a stream.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been doing. It's a bit of a smaller one. A tutorial more so for Bob. But
you
I decided
you
to let
filmed
everyone
stream.
see it. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
now what we're gonna want to do is now that we've got Bob back open. Well, no, it was a tutorial for a while to use Bob, but then I'm also using the tool named Bob because whoever at CA decided to name their tools Bob, Terry, Ted, and Dave. That's just the name of the tools. Bob,
Okay,
Ted,
Jacob, come
Terry, and
to
Dave.
A team.
So here we have, so we're going to want to go through terrain, but now instead of going to tiles, we're going to want to go terrain, campaigns, main Attila map. And then you're going to see climate map or tile map. Whichever one of those, you're going to want to right click, view actions, terrain, tile map. So terrain, campaigns, main Attila map, then climate map or tile map. Whichever one, right click, view actions, terrain, tile map. And we're going to start this. This is going to take a minute, but when it's done, we're going to be able to boot it up into Terry and see everything coming together. No more just abstract files all scattered about, now actually brought together in a sort of free pre-render that we can modify. Place your bets to see if anything's going to crash, not render, or anything, because this is the part of the process that typically has the most problems. 100 likes. That 100th like was my like because I liked it. Haha, victory. Ba-doop-doop-doo. We can see things here, processing, it takes a while. Yeah. On the military anything. Oh no, yeah, because Wes got drunk yesterday, so we couldn't play. Oh, that was fun. Okay. No one wants to join me. I'm just looking at those things while this stuff does its thing. Right now, what is this invite that I have here? Okay. Well, this does its thing. If anyone has any questions who's been following along, I don't know, because I've seen like a fairly consistent base of people here. I don't know if they've been leaving, coming back, or what. But if you have been, I'm gonna guess you've been sort of trying to follow along. If you have, and you've got any questions, any problems, let me know. Anyway, as we can see, we're at large math tiles, which I believe is the last of the special tiles before we go to the normal tiles, which is a big blast. Anyway, if anyone wants to look at our social blade, according to this, we'd make around 5.3k yearly earnings. Of course, we in the last 30 days would make 441 bucks. We got a B minus. I think that's good. Do we have any achievements? You know, looking at like whatever our thing here, this is all you guys, so thanks for all this. We got 5k subscribers. Who knows what we'll do at 10k? Maybe I'll whatever. Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say maybe I'll release some sort of test build for the public of the campaign map, just to get a look at it, get a sense of scale. if we reach 10K subscribers like before. Sure, if we like reach it before April for April, and then on April 1st I can do it and be like, haha, I tricked you. I'm not gonna do it. Haha. But yeah, who knows if we could reach 10K. Come on, someone ask me questions. It makes it so much easier to stream when you guys are all pampering me with questions. Like, even if it's just where campaign, where update. Oh well, no, I guess you're all playing the update while you listen to this, so you're not. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, anyone playing the update? What do you think of Arrow of Dwarven Armor rating? Because I thought that the Dwarven Armor rating was absolute like shite against Elven arrows. I was playing one of the early test builds, and my unit of Edward Mitten veterans got shredded by a barrage of arrows, which I don't think should have happened. But anyway, this is taking a while, but it doesn't seem to have frozen, which is just, oh, it's taking a while since I'm processing the basic map. Thank you. And anyone who's wondering about the Erebor map, why is it weird? What's up with the mount and what's going on? It is not finished. It's going to sort of be remade partially, because something related to this, which I'm not showing here, because it's far more complicated, still work in progress, is the battle tile map. So chat, I have a question for you. And I want you to answer because it makes me feel like I'm not just talking at my computer, which I am, but it makes me feel slightly less crazy. You don't have to, but I'd like it. So I've heard a lot of people, and I want to know if you have too. The next step for Total War is making it so you can completely zoom in, so like you're on the campaign map, but then you can just keep on zooming in until you're on the battlefield. Right? Have you ever said that? Heard someone say that? Anyone, chat? Have you ever heard someone say that? Anything like that? Because if you'd have, there's something I'm going to show you, which I think will blow your minds. Depends, though. How much you're paying attention. I can put on my, not my Neo glasses, my Matrix glass. No. What's the guy's name in the Matrix? Like, everything you know is fake. Red pill, blue pill. Not Neo, the other guy. Surely someone knows that. What's his face? I can't remember. I can't remember. But yes, and this is especially in regards to the Erebor map. So sometimes you may have noticed. All right, what's taking so long? What are you doing? Oh yeah, that's what I said. I don't know why this is taking its time. It's just leisurely taking its time. But anyway, so something you may have noticed with with some maps is that sometimes if you're fighting a land battle a little while away from a city or something, or some sort of monument, you can actually see it in the distance, right? So you can make it so that custom cities, custom maps are adjacent to each other, so that the Erebor and Dale maps are across from each other. They're not the same map since they have to be two different siege battles, but they're across from each other. So playing in Dale, you can look and say, hey, look at that outfield. Outfield is Erebor. And if you're playing in Erebor, you can look and say, hey, outfield is Dale. Same with, say, Minas Tirith and Osgiliath. Or Osgiliath and Minas Morgul. Or the Shire and Pippin's Merry Ale Weed Cabin. I don't know. I was trying to make a Shire people always high joke. It didn't work. Now what's happening? What are you doing? What are you doing, Ted? Terry? Bob? Whichever one of you it is. Morpheus! Thank you. Thank you. Morpheus. Here it goes. Now it's loading. Morpheus. Yes, Morpheus, Morpheus, Morpheus. That's the one. Thank you. Vasilios Camino. I don't know if I said that right. It's fun to say. Complete loading LF height map. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. This is the part that it sometimes crashes at. Okay. If this loads, I'm gonna stop it here because I'm starting to break down physically at um I'll be right back. Hey, this shit loaded. Okay, I've lost my sanity. I had to go take a break and regain my sanity. I was far more energetic at the start of this. Jesus Christ. Anyway, chat, I'm gonna blow your minds if anyone wants to pay attention. I'm gonna blow your minds real quick in a moment. One moment, and I blow your minds. So what if, chat, I told ya... Oh shit, where is it? Mortar textures dot fac. No. Fuck. Volcano Island. Where did I put it? If anyone sees it, tell me. I don't know where I put it. Did I not make one? Hello? Did I not do it properly? Maybe I didn't? Did I fuck it up? Hello? Hello? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What did I not save it? Let me rewind on my stream. Chillin'. You guys trying to hunt down. Oh, what? Well, shit. That ain't good. Bob.log. What? So I saved it. Oh. Okay. No. What? Yes? No. Hello? I'm looking back at my stream. I saved it in working data, terrain, volcano, and tools.pack. Interesting. I'm surprised that worked with it there. Maybe it didn't work. I think it did. If it didn't, oh well. I ain't doing it again. But I think everyone has gotten the gist of it. Yeah, I actually, I had a recording of it, which was helpful. I went back and re-looked at my stream to figure out, because I didn't remember what I named it. Tile terrain? No. If I pop this back up here, so I reopened this. And so we just processed the tile map. So now, I can add a folder, working data, terrain, campaigns, select folder. And then I want to remove all this height map stuff, because that's something, and I'm actually probably not going to put it into the game right now, just into the editor, because once you've gotten into the editor, you can visualize how it will look in game, and I don't know how much, if I really actually have the time to get it into game. But anyway, as I said, below mine time. So, have you ever wondered, how do they sort of position your battle? What if I could zoom all the way in on the map? Wouldn't that be so cool? Well, I'm here to show you something. So now, of course, we come back to our custom binaries folder of the ones that we downloaded before. We open them up. We go to T Week. Bob, if you're watching this in the future, hello. You know, I didn't ask you how that ice cream sandwich was. I hope it was good. I've been trying to cut back my consuming of ice cream. One second.
My time when which I am now
Hello.
spending in my work.
Mm.
So yeah, but I will be still in home, and you know my speed. So
Okay, so here. I pulled out my headphones. Oops. As I was saying, I don't think I'm going to go for much longer. There's still some problems to work out. But as you can see, even when you plan everything out and you go through it and you've got all of the experience, more experience than anyone else at it, you still have problems with this stuff. Just like the old days when no one knew what they were doing. I'm grandpa. I'm rambling. As I said, I don't know how. I don't know how Fritz does it. How does he do it? How does he do it? How does he do it? Ah! Is this thing even loading? I think it is. I got another riddle for you. What? Get what again? What do you get when you get somebody? Almost back up to 30 bit. Yay. As this loads, I'm going to show you something. It's cool. So as I was saying before, I think I was muted during this. The map is actually zoomed in. When you go into battle on in something like Total War Tilla, using this version of the engine, you basically are thrown into a very zoomed in version of the campaign map. Your map is zoomed in. Um, like, and I'm going to show you it here in a moment once this loads. Consider, hopefully the VRAM whatever isn't whatever uncapped error. It just freaking sucks whenever it does that because it like right kills my computer. Fuck. Yeah, probably whatever uncapped broken. Shit. If it is, I'm gonna just call it stream. If it works, I'm gonna show you all this for a few moments. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna call the stream because it's yeah. So I'm having issues right now. So stream, I think I'm gonna call it an afternoon. Thank you all for watching. I'm going for some parts that were missed, not well covered. Um, for some parts which I didn't get around to of the tutorial, I will make an edited down, far better, maybe with graphics or something, version of this, for the channel, sometime in the next month or so, using some of the footage from here. But as I said, I don't know how Fruitsy does it. I have been going for 3 hours and 42 minutes. See you all.